Stop looking.
And we're on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tins and Gins, episode number 47. You're tuned in to the usual trio of degeneracy. New Speedy Boy. Officially, Argy Daxter.
The newest.
Mr. Fat Cock.
Golf clap, golf clap.
Me? Wait, me or Beardy? Who are you talking about?
You.
Why me?
Oh.
Why am I next?
I do have. Word around the office is I do have a fat cock.
Our Mr. Philly steak sandwich that you could just eat right up. The Beardsman.
No salsa on it, though, you fucking weirdos.
Makes it a soup. It's not a sandwich. That's a soup.
Philly soup sandwich. Eye perception, one of the number one exporters of cream liqueur to the United States.
This is true. My man could drink a hell of a cream.
His own cream.
Yeah.
And tonight, our special guest.
No bag. Not tonight.
Tonight, our special guest. Some say that when he is not knocking people off, that probably sounded a bit weird.
Whoa.
When he's not
Phrasing?
when he's not killing people for hire, you can find him making juicy keyboards, juicing up pretty hard on the Doom, and making fat beats. And
Fat beats.
that if you scan the barcode on the back of his head, you could get a redeem code for Doom Eternal.
Nice.
He might make your heart skip a beat. It is Arrythmia.
Hey. Nice.
Like we know.
Hello.
Fair play. Thanks for joining us.
I should
Arry.
have gotten the Sharpie, dude. Should have done the Sharpie on the back of the head.
Yeah. Then you should have done it and said nothing, and then during the stream you just turn around and everyone's like, "What the fuck is that?"
Holy shit.
Okay, first off, I want to thank Kev. Kev, thank you so much for the bits. Wait, did that not go through?
Your alerts are probably still off.
It says they're on.
Your alerts are probably still on.
Oh, I know. Anyway, Kev, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Fucking hell, thank you. Yeah, happy. Thank you, Kev. Thank you very much. Gonna have a good one.
Powerful.
Yeah, so Arry, cheers for joining us. You're only
Thank you for having me.
Arry's only awake about 60 minutes.
We're like the 2-hour mark now. Getting close to it.
That's acceptable to start
He
drinking.
woke up. He put the beer next to his bed. So when he woke up, he just crack it and go, all right, let's go.
Let's start.
No shower, no shave, nothing.
Yeah, coffee stout. We're good. It's okay. It's got coffee in it.
Oh, Arry, it's weird looking back on your old clips and you have hair. It's just strange. I was like, who is this?
Or like a little bit longer hair.
Yeah, a little bit longer.
I'm gonna go bald naturally eventually. I might as well just get ahead of the curve, hey?
You got a good head for it. You know what I mean? You got to have a good head. That's like, dude, I couldn't. It would just be ugly. Oh, it would be terrible looking.
Oh shit! Oops! Hold on! I pressed the wrong button. Fuck! Give me a sec. Sorry, lads.
You good, bro?
Yeah, I pushed the wrong button there. That's all.
You sure did.
Sorry about that. Hold on. I'm trying to open a new tab and I exited the callbacks and
What the
The
shit?
whole thing's fucked now.
Yeah, you'll have to be careful with those tabs.
Oh,
On the
I'm
second
safe.
monitor.
Don't worry, I'm safe. I just want to see if my alerts are disabled. Oh, I know why they're disabled.
thank you. Yeah, Budge, complete amateur over here. Budge, can you help?
No,
Dax
it's
out
not
run his
Budgie.
stream?
It's I turned off the actual. Yeah, hold on. Watch this.
Budgie, please.
Watch
for
this.
the
You
love of
ready?
God,
Watch this.
Help that.
Boom. Kev.
Just the main thing is he didn't fat finger when it counted earlier.
Dax's fault. Oh god.
True.
This is true.
True that.
Yeah.
Dax's
what?
fault.
Like, you
Hydrate.
remember?
Man, Sender, I'm going to be hydrating myself well tonight, I'll tell you. Anyway, Arry, what's the story? How's things going? You're still doing the Ultra Nightmare streams these days with the randomizer, right?
I do all kinds of stuff depending on what I feel like doing and whether I hate the game that day or not. Yeah, like mostly Ultra Nightmare Rando. I did like Ace UN runs for like a minute, kind of pop in on those every once in a while.
Cool.
You get like 3 hours in, and then you're like, yeah, I'm not really leaving Doom Hunter base. Fuck this game. And go do something different for the rest of the day.
Yeah. And do you find now that you're like, obviously you got partner, congratulations. You got, how long are you partner now? Like probably like 5 months.
I got partnered in February, so I think it's like 8.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
I think in February.
Nice.
I honestly don't remember.
But I was gonna say, like, obviously a lot of people would know when they think of Arrythmia, they probably think of Doom. Would you find yourself kind of like, do you feel like your channel is kind of like attached to Doom, or do you just, it's just like a game that you always enjoy playing?
Not even a little bit.
He doesn't enjoy playing it a little bit.
I play it for clout and the money and the fame.
Yeah.
So I can be on front page. I just definitely don't have an Ultra Nightmare shirt on or anything. No, it's
or the chair or the posters or
or like just the entire
That's fine.
like all the monitors and like the banner behind it, and it's
the chair, you know, just...
like literally everything in here basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's wait, this side. That's a Cyber Demon poster. So no, I've like since 2016 came out, that pulled me way back into it. Because there hadn't been a Doom game since Doom 3, which was like 2004.
Yeah, and that was very, very different.
Yeah, a lot different. But I grew up with the old school stuff, did Doom 1 and Doom 2 when I was like a little tiny kid. 6 years old is when I got into it first. But yeah, it's pretty good. I don't think I'll ever stop playing it either, is the thing.
Just take long
it got me partnered, and I don't care about having like large amounts of viewers or the latest trends on stuff, so I play Doom.
Nice.
It's a
as long as you enjoy it, that's
good game,
thing.
except for the times when it's not.
Except for all the clips that we showed at the start of this stream.
Yeah, except for like 80% of the time, it's the worst, greatest game I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, one of my favorite things has to be like how janky the ragdolls are sometimes. Like, you know, that Mancubus when you kill them, I love like when I shoot a revenant and for some reason, you know, that like they go into that animation and they just like spin for a few seconds and then just and they're just like
eat off.
Yeah, it's always good.
Fucking Irina had a pretty good one the other day in Super Gorness. She did the secret encounter in the buff totem area, and she I think she destroyer bladed it, but the thing it like break danced. It just spun around on the ground like 1,000 times crazy fast. It's pretty good.
Caco spin. Oh yeah, Caco spins are good when you blood punch a Caco and do just
and they just 360 a bunch of times
straight the way down.
Just Beyblade off screen. I love that's how that's just a common thing among all people who like either just like run a game constantly, like that they've been either run for years or just like recently or speed running, that they love the game, but they couldn't hate it more than anything else in the world at the same time.
Yeah, everyone has that game.
It's a Stockholm syndrome.
Like, why won't you love me?
Yeah, today was like the first bit of love I got back from Doom in a while. Remember getting
like
a gold hoe a few months back? That was a bit of love.
It's kind of like I don't know if you guys watch American Dad. Well, there was an episode where like the kid Steve, he was trying to like pet the stray cat. Like the cat
and it keeps clawing him.
The cat kept just tearing him up, and he's like, "I just want to pet you.
Why would you love me?"
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking great.
It's the one that like got run over by the car or whatever, so he's like trying to take care of it. He's moving it in the box, and eventually he just fucking throws it away.
And it just keeps coming back. He goes, "Oh, you finally want my love." At the end, and thing still just tears him up again.
Balls him.
Yeah. Arry, as I said, I got a few people sent me questions for you. So we may as well start tearing into them while we're sipping on our beverages.
What are you drinking?
Oh yeah, shit.
I got
what's in the can?
An Angry Orchard, a crisp apple. Because
Angry Orchard, I think that is Orchard Thieves in the States.
It could be. It's been around for a while. We've had it for a while though.
Probably.
I think one of our original like cider beers. I feel like.
Yeah, they're really sugary, which is like okay every once in a while, but I
that's a hangover in a can for me.
Yeah, you can't have too many of them, otherwise you fucking feel like shit the next day. But
Yeah.
And
they're good though.
And you said you've drank pretty much everything. What would be your like go-to like spirit? Are you a whiskey drinker? Tequila?
For like an actual hard alcohol, as bad as it is, that it works for me, but tequila, yeah. It's gross, but I can handle tequila.
That's like
Nothing wrong with a
Irina.
bit of
Actually, speaking
tequila.
of Irina, she snaps me every now and then. She's like, "Oh, ready to drink tonight," and it's just a bottle of tequila with a shot glass, and I'm like, "Oh god,
Yes.
oh that's horrible."
I literally
nothing
watch
wrong with
people
that.
just drink tequila. It's literally just like a little glass and we'll just like sip it. I'm like, how the fuck do you? I want it over as soon as possible. Like I can't.
That's
I'm
like
like, no,
that's like
fuck.
people who taste vodka and they're like, that's nice. It's like, what's wrong with you?
It's 90% isopropyl rubbing alcohol. Like, are you fucked in the head?
Well, you know, it could be said the same, I guess, for like the whiskey. Like I can sip a whiskey. You know what I mean? Like it was funny. We did the Jameson tour. It was great because like I love whiskey. Beans does not like whiskey, and they're like, "Oh, sample it," and she was like, "Oh God," you know, she's like that. I'm just like, this is tasty. She was like, yeah, she just throwing it back. I'm like, "You're supposed to taste it." She's like, "No."
She's like,
I've tasted enough, thank you.
It's like that's the weird thing about whiskey too. For like people who actually go for the flavors, you're supposed to chew it, like actually bite down.
Oh, really?
Get it
On
in
a
your
mouthful
gums.
of it because it hits the palate different.
They probably-
And I
Oh,
don't want that shit in my mouth for more than 20 seconds. Just get into my stomach. Like bypass that.
I'll gurgle it.
I didn't know that was a thing. I'll be trying that later.
You kind of just that's a 10.
Roll 10,000 taste buds.
Make sure you
uh,
get it all the way back. Coat on every single one of them.
Since I
Everyone
don't
gets
yeah.
an equal burn.
Outside of that, I kind of like stouts. Porters are good. Like dark beers. They go
Okay.
really well with a nice like barbecue bacon burger.
Oh,
Have
my
a stout on the side.
My man.
It's good shit. I have not drank a whole lot in the past like 5 years. I kind of just stopped. And that, like we were talking about earlier, the last time I got drunk was the first time I'd gotten drunk in like 2 years, and that was New Year's with a whole bottle of wine and then half a bottle of tequila. And
he was
yeah,
fucked. Lads.
the tequila I think is what prevented me from actually being sick the next morning, because tequila does not. I wake up hungover, but I don't ever like puke. I don't ever get like gnarly drunk with tequila.
It's like gin.
You're-
Gin is
Far
great.
one of the-
worse.
You're one of the few people that you would say tequila actually saved my life last night.
I don't say one of the few. I think the only fucking individual in the world.
Yeah, you were like,
I-
I was really drunk last night, but then you know I started sober up, got some tequila into me, felt better. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, was able to drive home.
yeah,
Yeah, that agave. I tell
cured
you what.
cancer. You know, just
Since you're probably the only tequila drinker I know, I've been asking like a few people, did they ever try it? But have you ever tried George Clooney's tequila, Casamigos?
No, what? He has a tequila?
He has a
Everyone
range
has
of
tequila now.
tequilas called
Everyone has
Casamigos.
a
tequila.
range of tequilas.
No, I didn't know he did that.
It's supposed to be quite nice.
Anyway,
Hard to track down over
Arry's
there.
doing some searching here. So while he's doing that, Perception, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking Heineken, and I will be breaking out the Mr. Willet Pot Still Reserve.
Man, I can't
Later
wait to
on.
see you put that in your ass. Like, oh man.
He's been reserving that in his prison wallet since
Oh.
last week. Keep it nice and room temperature.
The resolve to not stick this in places where they shouldn't be this entire week I've had it.
I
Yeah.
accidentally fell on it.
What about you,
know with
Brady?
that bottle, you could drill a hole in the side and put a piece in there.
I'm drinking a little
Oh, Arry, I like it. I like it.
a little Everhaze here. I've had this not last week, the week before. Indian Pale Ale with a Cashmere Citra and Amarillo. And Chauncey will like this because it's
Oh,
the
yeah, this is
stoned
the
alligator.
stoned alligator one. Yeah, it's cool.
The
lads.
Stone Gator. This one's for Chauncey.
On the Stone Gator. There
I'm
we go.
on Bombay Sapphire and I'm actually out, but I'm doing shots of other things, lads. So I'm going to do a celebration shot for what we achieved today. So I'm going to go grab that.
Do it.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, bag. I like Heineken. I find it's one of the lagers I can drink that it's not too gassy.
Gross.
Like Miller, super gassy. Budweiser, nah, but after a while it starts to kind of taste like piss.
you know
But
what? You know what I found out? The
Heineken,
only
I think is
people that
grand.
I think still drink Budweiser are like some real country bumpkin people in America and people outside of America. That's it. No one in America,
dude.
I think, really has a good go-to to Budweiser.
If you have
Yeah,
to call
Bud-
yourself the king of
No.
beers, you are not the king of beers.
Well, outside of everywhere, because I swear, you ask Snick. Snick fucking loves Budweiser. It's fucking. I'm like, why? I'm like, we don't
So-
even drink it here.
Something like like Pabst Blue Ribbon too.
Oh, dude, no, come on.
We,
I
we,
love Pabst.
we,
Bro,
run a, we
Pabst.
won a blue ribbon in like
Bag.
1862 and have never made a good beer
No.
since.
Dude, Pabst is delicious.
Bag,
It's
I'm
got
not drinking out of a
fucking
shoe. I don't have
fucking-
any. I don't have any cider. I would do one. But yeah, guys, remember this Piranha? It's the apple schnapps. We were, man. Me and Perception
Wait,
drank
hold
a
up.
bottle of this each, like
Yeah, you guys
fairly
took, like,
quickly.
a
This
bottle and a
is
half,
tasty
didn't
as
you?
fuck. Yeah.
Wait. Did everything go like pear? I think stream dropped and you went Mr. Roboto like real hard.
Really?
everyone else
looks
good?
good on my end.
Yeah, no, we're
Is it
good.
just me?
Perception, you good? Can you smell toast?
Guys, everything tastes like purple. Where am I?
But yeah,
Drink it
this
out
is
It's
of your
actually
shoe.
blue.
this is. I'm not Bag. I'm not doing a shoey
I?
today. Okay, I'll do a shoey the next time I'm doing cider. I'll do a shoey. Promise. I promise.
That's kinda fucked
You heard it here now, lads. I'll do a shoey the next
Okay.
time I'm
That's
drinking
all the
cider.
3 days. You're gonna drink out of your shoe. It's fucked up.
The shoey is not an American thing. Where the fuck did that
Australia.
come from?
Australia.
Do
It's
it.
an
I'll
Australian
do
thing.
Listen, dude, if it's like fucking off the wall, Australia.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's just, I just go right to Australia.
Like I follow a lot of Australian streamers.
95% of your insect and animal population can kill you. You just start doing crazy shit.
It's funny. It's like I'm thinking of the Australian streamers I follow, like Devo, Spuddy, Rad, and Catacol. All 4 of them have done shoeys on stream. I'm like, it must be just a rite of passage.
Dude, for a while there, we were doing them back to back. We were doing a lot
Yeah,
of
we were
shit.
doing them a good bit. I think
Yeah, we
Collective
were
did
doing
like 3 of them when he came on the stream one
Oh
day.
yeah, he did.
Oh.
Oh.
And then he
God.
disappeared and he never came back.
If you don't do it, you have to wax your mustache on stream.
Bag, you know I will not wax my mustache on stream. Drink from the
Drink
shoe.
from the
I'm
shoe.
not drinking from
Everyone-
the shoe.
Everyone's calling for a shoe drink right now, dude. Holy
Yeah, but I don't
shit.
have anything to shoe drink. I have gin and piranha.
Mix the piranha and the gin,
Do it.
throw it
Go,
in the
go,
shoe,
go.
Oh god.
and just
Oh,
do a
God.
snooter, a shoe snoot,
I'll do a snooter over a shoe.
shoe snoot.
Oh, that'd be awful. Because I don't think. Yeah, I don't know.
Juice.
Give the people what they
How?
want.
How dare?
A
Do
shoe.
you have like a,
The name
like a
of the-
dedicated
I'll
shoe
bring up a
that you
cider and a
use to
shoe.
Yeah,
drink
I
out
have
of?
a dedicated shoe. Yeah, it's
Ma,
like
get me a cider and a
it's a
shoe.
shoe that I wear to my sister's wedding,
It's liquid out of the shoe.
and
Get over
it's just
yourself.
really clean
just-
leather, so it just keeps everything perfectly inside of it. Like there's no
Yeah,
leaks
you
or
dress
anything.
shoe. If you're doing a shoe, you dress shoes the way to go.
Yeah, don't take it out of a fucking sneaker or runner or whatever you want to
No.
call it that you
So
literally
I-
use to clean a fucking shed. And
Dude,
like,
I actually
yeah.
just got rid of those fucking shoes. I just threw them out because I lost the soles. I don't know what the soles were. So I don't have any shoey shoes anymore.
Get on my Danners, my steel toes, fucking pour it in
You have
that.
to buy a-
Dude, the
buy a
Danners might
cheap
hold.
pair.
Nah, yeah, no, Danners might hold.
No, it should.
This bot looks really
Fucking
weird on the stream.
$300 pair
Are
of
you
boots, they better.
you a fan? You a fan of the old? Is that what you usually go with? Boot wise?
Yeah, Danners usually.
Dude, I'm telling you.
This-
you
I've had
have
that
you ever
pair for like
tried? Have
8
you ever tried
years.
Third Goods?
No.
Oh,
That good?
handmade, fucking great, dude. I've had mine. I had my last pair were like 2.5 years old. They were. You do the wedges or do you do a heel?
Heel.
Yeah,
Yeah, full on heel. Let me grab it real quick.
I love boots. Let's get it. Oh yeah.
Booties.
Look how,
Do you like
look how
boots?
fucking dusty that shit. I haven't polished these things in a hot minute. Look how dusty
See?
that shit is.
And you notice how I said I haven't polished it? That's a boot enthusiast right there, ladies and gents.
Oh, that looks
Oh,
like a good
love it.
drinking
You're
shoe.
talking my language. Get the mink oil on them. Get like a nice sitting outside.
Oh,
Get
wow.
a mink
Oh.
oil. Drink a beer. Oh yeah, that's some hot boot action right there, dude.
All right,
Yeah,
hold
so
on.
I do a bunch of woodworking and shit in when I was
Mhm.
doing it, and I haven't done anything in like a year, but
All right.
yeah, they're
You
good.
just
boots.
do What's your usual go to with the woodworking?
Well, I built keyboards out of wood and custom laser cut steel for a while. I guess like 3 years before the pandemic hit.
It's actually really nice.
Yeah, it's cool. They're fun.
How'd you get into something like that? How does that like come about?
What's he doing?
Dax, he's getting
I'm
the
doing it,
chewy
lads.
snooter ready. He's getting the
Oh
chewy
god,
snooter
it's
ready.
soaking in. Hold on, I gotta. Oh Jesus!
Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Oh, gross.
Hurry up!
It's so fucking
I like how you
gross,
actually
dude.
measured it out too. I swear to God, don't fucking collect me here. Don't collect me here. Just
Oh man, it's gonna be strong.
I am uncomfortable.
Hi boys, thanks very much. Cheers. Yeah, there you go.
cheers.
It's just nasty.
I
Proud of
don't
you, Daddy.
understand at all, but okay.
Yeah, the shirt. It's just I don't. It is. It's a unique thing.
Yeah,
Listen, if you haven't done one, I recommend at least trying it once.
I
Interesting.
don't.
I don't have any. It helps if,
I'm alright.
if it's a worn shoe as well. Give a little extra flavor in there.
Oh,
Maybe a hair or something.
fucking
You
hell.
know what I mean?
Chauncey, thank you.
Nice.
And Kev, thank you, lads. Thanks for the bits, and we're gonna follow that up
Resistance sending you a shoe video the other day.
with a shot of this
They, like,
sweet
just
stuff.
The shoe around the locker room, and I seen that. I seen it. And it was fucking. That's the New Zealand boys. The New Zealand boys were doing that. Yeah, the dude knocked the guy out, and he was
Oh,
passing
man, it's
around.
rough.
Everyone was spitting in the fucking shoe.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Right,
Fucking disgusting.
Wow.
another shot, boys. Oh, here we go.
Oh
Arry,
fuck, we're doing it
Arry,
again.
thanks
We're
for
doing it
joining
again.
us.
Dax is gonna be proper. Fuck this.
It's the goal.
He did say he was gonna get drunk.
Dax,
Yeah.
wait up.
Oh, hold on. Perception's joining me here. Let's go.
Oh, the black barrel.
The black barrel by.
That's the sweet nectar of the
Now,
gods.
don't
Look
say
at
I
that
didn't do a
perfect
shoey,
pour.
lads, because I did it. And we're gonna doing shots here as well. So, Arry, thanks for joining us, lads. Thanks very much, everyone, for hanging out. Cheers, lads.
Cheers. Congrats.
Cheers.
Good night, sweet prince.
Man, that tastes way too good. It's fucking disappointing how tasty it is.
It's so good. I'm disappointed.
It's gonna be a bad one.
It's so good. I'm disappointed.
I should do redemptions of shots tonight.
Oh,
here, I got to top
Every
up my
time you get a
drink here.
hydrate.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arry, that's about it. Oh yeah, Arry, sorry, I walked away when you were creating the keyboard. That's something I wanted to ask you about. How did you get into that?
So I like built my first PC after I got back into it in like 2015. And didn't know shit about peripherals at the time. And as I started learning more and more about stuff, I kind of wanted. Do you remember the lap desk, Dax?
Oh yeah.
When I was still using that, I wanted something wireless for like a long time that I could just have on my lap so I could use it out in my family room for like actual TV stuff, like a home theater PC shit. And there was literally nothing on the market that was what I was looking for. Have you ever seen this thing, Beardy?
I have in your
Wait, you have the lap desk?
your
Oh,
videos
man.
or like that, but yeah, I
Guys,
do-
this
I
is
would love
once
to
in a
see it.
lifetime opportunity. You're gonna see Arry whip out
No,
his lap
I'm
desk.
curious. Now, does it sit on your like the handles on the chair, or is it you actually have it on your lap? That's nice.
It's actually on the lap.
Fine cut of wood
Uh,
you have there, Ari.
Yeah, nice piece of
Ooh.
mahogany.
Bald
Is that
man
cherry
takes
wood?
wood out on
Is that-
street.
is that cherry wood?
Mahogany.
So it's
Fucking nice.
a solid piece of mahogany. This is a single piece.
That's nice.
That's sweet.
But when I was in high school, I did like a lot of wood shop and metal shop classes. I got super lucky that my high school actually gave a shit about like vocational stuff.
Yeah, dude.
So they
it's
taught like
going away.
CAD,
It
they
sucks.
taught welding, steel manufacturing, so like stamping, bending, folding, like laser cutting. We actually had a 6-foot by 9-foot laser cutter at my high school when I was growing up, which was I mean, it's like I think it was like a $700,000 piece of hardware. It was
Yeah.
really fucking cool.
My class was the last one to do the wood shop. All the other shops, they had auto shop closed. Everything else was
Yep.
closed. I was the last wood shop. The teacher retired, and they weren't bringing another one on.
Yeah, it was
A whole wing dedicated to all this shit, and You're just closing it off.
Yeah, just all gone.
Yeah.
It was the same for my school.
Fucking
The
sucked, man.
year that I graduated, the next year they had shut down all the programs. So that, I mean, they had mills and lathes, like multiple metal mills, lathes, and stuff. So I grew up learning how to do like hand woodworking, whole 9 yards. So when I was looking for a lap desk solution and nobody had one, I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just do it myself.
yeah.
So I learned how to solder because that was something I wasn't familiar with, and then designed the laser cut steel plates. And when I got them ordered in, like measured everything out, traced it all out, took my 2 horsepower Ryobi router and just routed the whole thing out, stained it up, and then because I have a couple.
You did like
Yeah, and
orders
then
for
after-
these as well, right? You actually sold a few.
I used to, yeah. I did like custom pieces for people that were like normal keyboards or like the lap desks themselves or whatever. It's really expensive to make them, and I didn't really make a whole lot of money.
I was
when
gonna say,
doing
yeah,
it.
it's probably fucking
The
pricey.
cost of
as-
material nowadays, dude, it probably shit.
Yeah, for the wood stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous.
It was like $350 on average for just about any board, and I'd charge like another 10% just to put it all together, and it's like 20 hours of labor minimum to get one of those things put together.
Budgie, you should have got Arry to make you a
Especially when
fucking
you're
keyboard.
you're doing solid pieces of wood. That's you're just finding
Yeah.
a hard solid piece like that too.
This piece of mahogany alone, I think, was like $45 on its own.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that was
mahogany's
before, I mean,
a
like
nice
without
wood.
doing any of the routing, the bezeling, the sanding, none of that. So
And I saw your keys. You don't actually have any symbols on them, right? They're all just blank.
yeah,
Fuck that.
keycaps are like they're like Legos basically. You can just pull them off and put them back on. So like you can just pop them off.
Yeah, yeah.
You got nothing
Super
on there.
straightforward. But I've always been a touch typist. My mom was a secretary, so she taught me how to touch type when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm the
Lost it up-
same, but
lost
like,
it up lately.
if somebody asked me to do like a square bracket, I'm like, oh man, I don't know where the fuck, I don't know where that shit
Like,
is.
that's
Or who put in the tilde key? I'm like, where the fuck is that?
What the fuck is a tilde key?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's cool though. They're a lot of fun to make. It's a really expensive hobby, and I don't actively partake in it anymore because I have hit maximum capacity for the amount of keyboards that can fit on a single shelf. So I
Nice, nice.
am not doing anymore.
Have you ever like filmed the process of you making them,
Ooh.
or did you ever?
I know you have stuff up on
the
your
wood
YouTube. But
ones?
what is?
Because if you did, I would watch the shit out of that.
The wood ones I never
love that
did.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I have a GoPro, but I never bothered filming any of them. I've streamed like soldering the stuff together.
Yes, I remember that.
I don't know if I have any of the stream VODs left. I think I have them downloaded, but yeah, I haven't done any of the woodworking stuff for. I built the red mahogany one last summer, so it's been a year, a little over a year.
That's like the one thing I
Actually-
always wanted to really get into is woodworking again. Like there's nothing like, dude, like just creating something. You know what I mean? Like woodworking with that. It's so fucking fun and just
There's nothing
quite-
like
quite,
working
uh,
with your
thorough-
wood, lads.
quite
Nothing
therapeutic.
Yeah, touch that wood.
nice hard piece of timber. It's like it almost in itself is like very therapeutic.
Yeah,
That stuff.
yeah,
And then-
it's a good word for it.
Yeah.
You can just kind of focus on that one thing. It's repetitive motions if you're like doing hand sanding or if you're like hand carving stuff. But to see something come, it's like any visual art, really, I guess.
Yeah.
But you have that image in your mind of something you want to make, and then like
Yeah.
make that a reality. Is
So
super
fucking
cool.
satisfying.
It's really cool. As Chauncey just says, I've always admired people who have interest in crafts and that. I find it so interesting when somebody like, oh, you know what? A cool little gadget that hangs off the side of my table here that holds XYZ will be cool. And they're just able to go and make it. Like, I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah,
or
well,
even
the
like
funny thing
3D
is,
printing. People who are really good at
Yeah.
just creating stuff in, CAD and 3D printing it. It's fucking cool. You can just create whatever you want.
But here's the thing with that, actually, your mind says like, oh, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like you can though.
Oh, I
mean, it's
can,
really
but
not-
I'm not
it's-
arse like.
Yeah, you just don't feel like it. There you go.
I could, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'd rather just
I
have
could
this guy
really,
do
but
it.
somebody-
Or just
I-
find it on Amazon.
pay
Somebody
somebody
else
else,
can make it
like-
for me.
Someone selling it on Amazon.
I can pay a good, hardworking man to do my work. I'm actually really happy. Jurgod, that's who the new keyboard I got. Arry is from Jurgod. Is the name of it? Drugod. They're a
Okay.
Chinese company, I think. I'm extremely happy with it. It's really, really good. The only
Wait, did
thing,
you get rid of the Razor then? You got
No,
rid of the
I-
Huntsman?
yeah, I got rid of the Huntsman. It was fucking stupid. Like I could not even
Too
rest
late.
my hand on it. It was so sensitive. It was
That's
one
safe to hit
millimeter
every fucking
actuation
key.
on it.
Yeah.
So like I sneezed and it just input loads of keys like from the air that just came out of my fucking nose. But yeah, the one I have now, Jurgod 60, I think it's the 65%. Really, really happy with it. Cherry Reds. I love it. It's not backlit. That's the only downside to it, but it's fine.
no.
Like I don't really care
Fuck
because
RGB.
yeah, I have enough light off my, like if I'm looking for, I can touch type, but if I'm looking for some key that I need, I have enough light off my monitor. But look, they must know who I am because they actually, with the keyboard, they actually sent a little
A coaster?
coaster.
That's kind of cool.
And it's cool because the coaster is their
mouse
mouse mat. It's like of their mouse mat material, so they're trying to advertise it. And I was like,
What the fuck?
fucking idea. Look at this. Watch this. Look.
That's clever.
Watch this.
Oh, he's gonna spill. He's
See
gonna ruin
that?
that whole thing.
Look at that.
They
Unbelievable.
knew he was
So-
the guy that just been, it's free real estate.
Yeah.
Over, yeah, over under on when Dax spills his drink on this new keyboard. We're getting over under on that.
I didn't.
know.
Oh no, I did spill. Yeah.
You spilled on that keyboard. You spilled twice.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I have the one that we spilled the drink onto. It's fucked.
They
it's
said
dead.
that everything started wearing off of it, right?
Yeah.
I like you were going, it's spill resistant. And trust me, I know.
Yeah, I should put a review up on
You want a
Amazon.
new one?
I actually, dude, I remember. So it was funny. I was breaking your balls about it, and I spilled a beer on mine, and of course down my back wall, and fuck, I was like, oh my god, it's
Oh,
fucking
God.
everywhere.
Oh, about the cables and shit?
And,
No.
my shift key on the left side now, heavy stick.
Oh,
heavy
God.
stick.
Sticky.
Like you hear it like pop when you push it down, and then it's like fine, and if it's for a while, and then it's gonna pop it again. You're like, damn it.
Did you take it off
Unplug
and
that
clean
shit
it?
and just like bathe it in 90% isopropyl warming
Yeah, I'm
alcohol
gonna have to.
and
Well,
then
I
just
don't-
let it dry.
Harry,
thing is, I
it's
don't- I
it's
don't
funny.
use
You're
it
actually
much.
you're frozen on my stream, but you're in the most disgusted face ever.
Animals use their
It
keyboards
literally looks
that.
like I just told you that I spilled drink on my keyboard, and you're just like, ew.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Well, I actually, so I stopped using the keyboard, so it doesn't bother me, and I started using this friggin' thing right here. I don't know if you ever seen one of them, Laurie.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, I have.
Dude, this thing right here, like, so I don't have the best fingers for keyboard and mouse, so I was looking for an alternative, and I was gonna get like one of like those little ones, but like my problem is
Yeah.
I lose my fingers, and like I look down, and unfortunately I started gaming with Tarkov, so it's like
Oh,
that
you
split.
need,
You
like,
need that
5
split
billion
second. I look
inputs.
down to find out where my hand is. I'm dead. I'm like, fuck. So
Hey, that fixed it.
this thing right here saves me.
Yeah, those
There's my movement. Oh,
those
dude.
are cool. Did you have somebody make? Because I
They're
remember
a
seeing the
company.
prototypes for those, and they were like 3D printed, and you kind of had to put them together
This is-
yourself.
This is all 3D printed, but they put it
Okay.
together and send it to you like this. This is the company, dude, and man, dude, holy shit, it's great.
Yeah, I've seen those before, and they like you
Yeah.
use knuckles and stuff. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
interesting.
So, yeah, so your hand sits. Let me see if I can get an angle. So my fingers are sitting here, and I would literally use these top buttons here, and I would lift up and hit these.
Wild.
That's cool. Imagine if you got good at that. Think of the weapon swaps you could do in Doom. Holy crap.
There's
That's
Because
Well,
it's
yeah, you know what I mean?
yeah.
but a lot of people are like, well, it's limited to like your buttons and everything like that. But you can program 26 keys onto that. So as comfortable as you want with like your
That's
range
more
of motion.
keys than you can reach. Holy shit.
And you only have 5 fingers, so like
Yeah.
no, that's cool. That's good shit.
You
I
could
used
type
to have
the
one of those,
alphabet in like 2 seconds.
Those like Razer Tartarus things that are like a game pad where they have like the wrist rest and stuff. So
I was
that's,
looking at them. That's what I was
I've
looking
seen
at.
those when I was looking at the Tartarus stuff and was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of an interesting concept. I wonder how terrible that is to adjust to.
Well, I mean, for you
Oh,
guys, probably a little
the
bit
booby
different
rest?
because you're used to using the keyboard. For me,
The
the
mouse
learning
booby?
curve was almost non-existent because it was like, my bass is on like the pullback, so like my bass keys, and
yeah.
then my movement was the hardest part. You know what I mean? Like the WASD was like my hardest thing. So now I don't have to worry about that because forward's forward. And if anything, I have a little bit of an advantage because I can do like that, the angled step instead of like straight right, straight left. I can
Yeah,
come on
limited
an
to
angle.
the 8 directions. You've got like full analog control.
Yes. Yeah.
It's neat.
So-
It's good shit.
Fancy. Arry, one of the questions: what advice would you give to a new streamer? I think we asked this nearly to every person we have on the streams.
Yeah, just do it and
Do it.
yeah, just be present. And I think the biggest thing that like a lot of people who start streaming do is that they expect there to be somebody in chat to interact with, I guess. Which when you're first starting off is not going to be the case normally. Like you'll have maybe like a viewer or two, somebody might pop in and chat, but like you kind of need to be like a YouTuber more at that point, like a Let's Play YouTuber where you're just kind of commentating over the top of the gameplay so that there's more than just the game happening.
Yeah, play like you're fucking crazy and talk to yourself.
Yeah, kind of. Like you have to be a little psychopathic, just a little off when you first
The
start
voices
doing
in
it.
my head are asking me questions.
You get used to it after a while.
Yeah.
Oh yes, they are all purple.
And
Thank
then
you.
things start showing up in chat, and then nobody there is real, and you're just hallucinating
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
for 7 months, and
You
you're
realize
starting
you
to
just
lose
ate a
your
fistful of
mind.
mushrooms. You realize you just ate a fistful of mushrooms and you're talking to a tree stump.
No, I think that's the biggest thing is that like you have to be kind of vocally present most of the time. Either that or you just got to be really fucking good at whatever game you're doing, and to the point where nobody cares what the person behind the game is like, I guess.
Do you
And
think
that's-
that's like a thing still though? You know what I mean? Like not to interrupt you there, but like I find now going from like skill-based game players to like just more entertaining interactive streamers are kind
Yeah.
of taking over from skill-based.
I
Like, you
think
could
in
be-
terms of like the large viewer based stuff, no. I don't think there's anybody that's like, Twitch front page that just never talks and is just playing a game at a really high level.
Mhm.
I think that depends on like the category though, I guess. Like Zamite is almost never on camera or on microphone anymore. And he has like hundreds of viewers every time he goes live because he's, James is like that too, where his like the entirety of his stream is just like high skill gameplay the whole time.
Mhm.
And then when he like interacts with chat, he's funny as fuck.
See, that's the thing. I've been fairly vocal about this as well, but the reason I like kind of putting myself on stream visually and like I talk is because people get to know me. Whereas
Yeah.
people who watch James are like people who go in, right? They have no idea who James is. They're going to watch James's stream and they're probably going to follow because of his gameplay. He's absolutely amazing. But the only downside to that is when James goes and plays a different game, they followed because he was playing Doom at a high level. They didn't follow because of who he was.
Right.
That's why I think
it's
it's always
like
good
that
to
with
like
a lot of-
even if when it's your voice, just get yourself and saying that when James is drunk and he comes on, he's fucking funny as like,
He's hilarious.
So, people are going to follow that way, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a funny fucking dude. Even when he just like when he's pulls down the console or he like adds the fish on stream or whatever. He just like does those little things. He's a funny dude. But that I think is the biggest thing with streaming is that if you're there for the interaction, you should probably just like you as the streamer have to be the thing that is driving most of that interaction essentially. And that can be hard for some people, but it's a good way to get out of your shell too. Like if you're not super vocal or not social that much, I guess it's like a good way to kind of break into that.
All right.
And you certainly
just-
don't need like the webcam to go over. Like say if you have like a good voice or a good personality, that can carry you like so far as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, just get like a decent quality mic. You don't have to have something that's like $600 for a setup. You can get like $150.
What mic do you have,
or
Arry?
whatever. I have an AKG P220 condenser mic running into an interface.
Ooh.
So this mic I think was like 150. But it would have been $150 if I didn't have at the time manufacturer discounts.
No, is that the interface? Is that like the like a mixer thing? Is that what that? Oh, no, Dax, you got like kind of like a mixer.
Yeah, I just got the basic fucking I'm a streamer Go XLR.
But like, dude, is
Yeah.
that like?
Oh, it's so
I don't
good
have-
though. It's so fucking good. The Go XLR is just so straightforward.
But like, I don't have, you know, like, is that like, does it make that big of a difference? Because I don't use that. I go right into the PC, so I don't know. Like, does that make that big of a difference to have that mixer? Like,
Well,
for,
I
like,
can do shit like this, Beardy. Woo, woo, you know, and then
You can add reverb and stuff.
you can add reverb. You can adjust your voice, and like on the fly, I can adjust the music XYZ. It's handy having a mixer in terms of like changing your audio levels, but a mixer for your mic, as long as you get the settings right, like you're not going to be on the fly adjusting your voice. Like I'm never going to turn down my voice on stream, you know. So
Yeah. I the only reason I went for an interface and like an actual condenser mic is because at the time when I was getting most of the stuff put together, I worked for a music company, so I just had manufacturer discounts for a ton of that
nice.
stuff.
oh, nice.
So it just kind of made sense to do that.
nice.
Yeah.
Actually, that leads me into my next.
It's good for recording.
That
And I
kind
can
of.
do instrument stuff too. I can plug in my guitars and shit.
I was
to this
gonna say,
interface, which is
what's
nice.
the story with your guitars? Do you play bass, guitar, both?
Bass, guitar, keys, drums, and then when I was in elementary school up until my freshman year of high school, I played saxophone.
Oh
you're a
man,
bit
that's
of a-
hot. Oh, that's
You're a
so
bit of a
fucking cool.
savant.
What a man.
Yeah, I was a horn player.
Playing the sexy sax.
Oh, he was a
I
horn
don't have
player,
a-
all
I don't
right.
have a sax anymore. I ended up selling it when I was in like my early 20s. And I regret doing it now later in
Did
life.
you know that
but-
synthwave music was going to take off? You obviously didn't.
No, I had no idea, dude.
I was
It's
listening
kind
to
of-
some of your synthwave stuff on Twitter earlier. The
Like
the
Midnight
kind
Man.
of doom inspired stuff. That was
Yeah.
sick.
Wait, do
I
you
was
make
jamming
your
to
own
that
music,
for a bit
Arry?
earlier.
I haven't listened. Do you make your own stuff then?
I haven't done a lot of it in a long time. I have a couple tracks I've been working on off and on for a couple years. There's like 8 or so tracks that I've been working on, kind of, but it's I used to perform live and played in like death metal bands and punk bands and shit over the
My
course
man.
of my life, but it's a lot of work. And then when coronavirus stuff hit, I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to perform live anywhere, so I'm not too stressed about writing new music for anything. So
So
Oh,
you're
how
doing that up
old
until
you
like
are.
really recent.
Arry's 30.
oh yeah,
Are you?
yeah,
Okay.
music's been a part of my life since I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
My parents
been
put me
around
on
the
piano
music
with
thing, but I'm
lessons when I
like-
was like 4 and stuff. So
Yeah, I can't play anything for shit, so I just usually carried the instruments and hung out with the guys.
yeah, it's
I
cool.
was the band's bitch.
You were the,
Everybody needs a
you-
roadie, dude. That
Yeah,
gear's
I was,
yeah, you
I
were the
was that
groupie.
guy.
It's like all
Yeah, I
the lads,
haven't
all the
really
lads
made
jamming away.
anything
Beardy
in a
sit in the
long
corner.
time.
Yeah, Arry's the kind of guy that you bring like
Good job, guys.
you bring like your car to him and he's like, "What's wrong with it?" And Arry's like, "Oh, I don't know anything about it, but have you checked the flux capacitor?" You know, as in he just knows. I don't know anything about that, but have you tried XYZ?
But you know what's good? Like the reason I was asking is because like you're still kind of like you've a lot of like a lot of hobbies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like you're not 30 years old. It's not that it's pretty impressive to have that much going on at it's like a short span. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I've been kind of blessed, I guess, with my upbringing in my life in general to be able to
Nice.
like do stuff like that, which is
yeah, that's
pretty
awesome.
cool.
That's cool. And what kind of games
parents
did
were
you play when you were younger, Arry?
So Doom was actually my first person shooter on
Me
PC.
too.
It was the
I was
the
2.
first game that I liked. It's good shit, dude. Start them young.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
fuck those guys.
Especially in Doom. This is life, pain, misery. Enjoy.
Bag. What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Bag is gifting a 5-pack. Bag. Thank you.
Wacky.
Bag, I love you. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. I'll do a
First
shot
and
for
second
that.
gen
Hold on.
Pokemon was
Hold
the
on there.
shit to me as a kid.
Wait,
First
say
and second
again.
gen Pokemon.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Pokemon?
Cap.
Like,
Or he comes
Yeah.
out with try this,
Pokemon
try that,
Yellow?
and actually says turn it off and on again.
Yeah, Pokemon Yellow, Silver, and Gold. I still have my original Pokemon Yellow cartridge with all 151 Pokemon on it, like a big fucking nerd.
Whoa. Someone
I have
catching
a
them all,
Mew.
dude.
Cheers, bag. Thank you very much.
No,
Thank you, bag. Oh, James. Hold on, I made you
Jimmy
two.
Kazuzu.
Are you are you still like pretty like big in Pokemon? Where are you at with that?
James.
No?
Not currently, no. Like I love the first and second gen games for what they
Mm.
are, and like still go through and play them. But the
Oh,
newer
God.
stuff, I'm not really that into.
But how do you
no.
Proud
feel
of
about
you,
the new
you
open
piece of
world one
shit.
coming up?
Love
Because I
you.
know
I-
I am fucking stupid excited.
Thank
for
you,
that.
James.
What-
Thank you, bag. Both of you. Thank you.
I have concerns.
Yeah,
it looks
I mean, come on,
interesting.
yeah, of course.
It looks
but-
interesting, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I
It-
kind of
man.
Looks like I'm doing shots for every 5-pack. Oh, God.
At least you're
You heard
only
it,
on
boys.
the
One shot for 5-packs. Get them out.
the 15% stuff. He should be toning that down.
Yeah, the 50%. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
I kind of feel the same as yourself, Arry, in a sense. If you're on the same wavelength as me, it's nice to see them going forward and finally doing an open world game. After I imagine everyone
feel like
bitching
they've
about
been
it the
probably
last
forever,
20
right?
years.
it was like
Yeah,
for like
at
15,
least.
20 years.
Yeah.
But it still looks like it's like
What the?
it was ported over from the
Fucking hell.
DS. The 3DS just got ported
Yeah.
over onto the big one. Like I get that they're trying to go on like the minimalist kind of like graphics wise and everything. That's just how Nintendo rolls, but they could release something a bit more beefy.
Yeah, some of the art style stuff for like the
Can you
newer
imagine?
Pokemon and like how many type divisions there are now and how many like the
dude.
individual stats and like EV values for all of them. Like, okay, this is at the point where like
It's getting crazy.
I'm not
Yeah,
just
it's getting a little
I'm
much.
not just catching like well drawn Pokemon anymore and like fighting everyone. So like now I have to fucking micromanage all these little stats and like go through breeding and then holy shit, if you get sucked into the shiny hole looking for like the rare color variants of Pokemon, like fuck that. Like no.
Yeah. And like you're trying to was it do the walking or the biking to try hatch an egg, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, it's the wrong nature. How am I supposed to
Yeah.
know this?
There's
Oh,
like
God.
7 hours of my
No.
time just gone, and then you put it in the PC and then release it back into the wild. Like it's just, yeah, I don't know.
I remember the first shiny I caught. I was playing it on I was playing it on my phone. I was like going up to Dublin, but it was on the
Oh, shit.
what one on it was on. I think it was
Right. Remind me
I
to
think it
say
was-
something after perception shuts the fuck up.
it was Crystal. Don't worry, it'll be fairly soon.
Wait,
I was
Arry's
going
stuck.
through, like,
Hold on,
the-
I gotta change the scene again to fix the fucking. God damn.
I was going through the last tunnel to go through the Elite Four, and I caught a shiny Onyx, and I was so fucking happy. It's like I never caught a shiny or seen one in all my years of playing Pokemon, so I couldn't imagine trying to like imagine like a full 6 of your Pokemon being shiny, yet alone trying to catch a full index.
Yeah, that's insane.
What the?
I've had
that.
one in silver version. I had a shiny
Collie.
Pidgey right outside
Holy
of
shit.
starting town, and that's the only one I've ever seen.
1 sec. Collie, I was just about to say, Collie, do you mind giving a shout out to Soapy Bubbles? Guys, see this beautiful t-shirt? See it? Elemental Fitness Center. Arry commented on it straight away as soon as we went in chat.
Is that the maker?
Soapy Bubbles is the artist, I believe. Collie, just to be 100% sure, but I believe Collie has a command, or he's been posting a link recently. So, guys, if you want to see this fucking Elemental Fitness established 1994, no pain,
It's a really
no
cool
gain.
shirt.
It's so cool. I think it's brilliant, and I got a Rip and Tear t-shirt as well. They're so good. I love it,
Yeah, it's
Soapy.
really
I
great.
love it. Thank you, Collie. Thank you very much for the post, guys. Yeah, if you have any interest in said attire, and just saying,
so
I got this
Soapy
t-shirt
Bubbles
yesterday and I
doesn't
completed a
look
run today. Maybe it's coincidence. I don't think so, though. You know.
I think and it mixes both of your favorite hobbies, running Doom and lifting heavy.
Yeah,
things.
lifting heavy
That-
shit, like
Couldn't be better.
picking up stuff and then putting it down. It's always good fun.
And increasing the weight of those heavy objects.
Yeah. See, I pick up stuff and put it down, hoping that the next time I do it, it can be slightly heavier. And Arry, what can you see yourself playing in the future? I suppose we talked about the past. What's ahead?
Like half excited for Halo Infinite campaign. The multiplayer I don't really care too much for, but the campaign could end up being probably
Did you
pretty sick.
follow the story of Halo?
Up until about 3, yeah, for the most part. Like,
Yeah,
I
okay,
have,
when it
I
was
enjoyed
good.
it. Yeah. 4
4 was
Reach
pretty
is
good.
also pretty solid, and ODST is pretty good.
Yeah.
4 is kind of where I started falling off.
I kind of like the Forerunners becoming a thing in 4 though, because you always heard about them in the first few games, but they were never a thing.
Yeah.
Like they were just known that they don't exist anymore. But then 5 was just
I
kind
kind
of
of liked it. The end of 4 is what left the sour taste in my mouth though, because it
What do
just
we-
was
Put them in a Cortana, put them in a box. Yeah.
well, and like it just ended with a button prompt. Like you just mash X to
Yeah,
like crawl
to
forward and, then
beat-
slam, and it just wasn't really a fight. And I was like,
To beat the boss fight, press 1.
Yeah, and it was after the era where that was like an acceptable thing for like the genre trend of stuff. Like it was after button prompts and like mashers had already died off.
There we go.
So I was I'm like but Infinite just from a movement standpoint looks pretty sick from like single player stuff. You got
Yeah.
the grappling hook and there's like the crouch slide hop that's mixed in with it now. It's
Yeah.
kind of looks interesting.
Yeah, Fro's been playing a good bit of MMA 4, and I believe Collie played a good bit of the beta as well, or whatever was out recently, and he really enjoyed it. Again, that's all multiplayer, but if that sort of movement translates to the campaign, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it looks almost identical. So I'm the one thing I have concerns with it about is that the multiplayer beta seems to run like shit. Like
As in, like,
I've seen a lot of people who
performance-wise?
have. Yeah, I've seen people who have like really high end systems, getting like 100 FPS average on all low settings.
If only everything was id tech. Oh man.
Oh well, like holy shit, dude! It just
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I mean that in a
consoles run
serious way.
120
As in, like,
FPS now.
id tech
I
is so
don't-
good.
Yeah, it's a good engine. So I don't know. It could be cool. I'm gonna wait until after it comes out. Outside of that, there's not really anything else that has been announced that's not like a little indie game that I'm
Yeah, no big
excited for.
flagship stuff that you're excited for. Okay.
Yeah, most
And-
of it's kind of stagnant right now.
And this is a question that somebody sent me, and they just said kind of like only if you're willing to discuss this. But I assume like you're kind of doing this full time, right? Streaming, or do you
Yeah.
have a part time job, or are you focusing on streaming currently?
Nope, streaming's basically been the only income I've had for the past almost 2 years. Holy shit.
Nice.
Okay,
And
just
that's kind of the
settled in
questions,
for
like,
a second.
as in like the economics and like of streaming and partnership and that. Have you've enjoyed obviously the last 2 years, or do you kind of like find it like a job now? Are you still actually having fun?
Thankfully, I still have fun and I don't treat it like a job, which is nice. That's why my schedule is just all over the fucking place because I'll stream when I feel like it. I don't feel like I'm obligated to come on stream and do stuff.
Mm.
Financially, would not necessarily recommend it. The only reason it is something I'm continuing to do is because pre-pandemic I was in a financial situation where I had like a enough of a cushion to get away with doing it for as long
Nice.
as I have.
That's good. And do you think this is something that you're gonna kind of like? Do you actually see the financial gain slightly increasing, or has it kind of been like stagnated? Like, is this something that
It's
you
been
can
a-
see going full time, or are you still kind of searching for a job while doing this?
It's been a slow increase. Still in a financial position to where I can afford to do it. So like, fuck working anywhere.
Nice, nice.
Like,
Yeah,
well,
man. Yeah.
I'm at the point where if I can pay my rent and
Oh,
afford my
shit.
food and just do what I need to do financially and then play video games for that money, I like why wouldn't I do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Fucking hell.
I've worked fast food jobs, I've worked retail, I've worked desk jobs, I've worked managerial stuff. Like fuck all of that.
Dax,
Fuck
Sophie
all
wants
of that,
to,
dude.
Yeah, I
Sophie
just
wants
saw
to
that.
do-
Soapy,
Streaming is one of
absolutely.
the only jobs where I can tell the customer to fuck themselves. Like
Oh,
if somebody
man.
in chat is
And they're
being
like-
an absolute dildo, I can just click a button and they're gone.
Yeah, or imagine like telling somebody to like shut the fuck up and they give 5 subs. It's just- oh man, it's great. It's very hot. Soapy,
good.
yeah, absolutely work away while everyone is frozen on my stream. Yeah, so guys, as I said,
Thanks.
Soapy Bubbles is the one that created this absolute masterpiece of a t-shirt. And if you check the link that Collie shared, you'll see the other lovely pieces of Wait, RG Dax for 25% off the entire store? Here, I gotta order more shit. Holy shit.
I'll be right back and go check on something.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. Give it.
Hold on, I gotta fix this fucking. Everyone's frozen. Hold on, I gotta change.
That Rip and Tear shirt looks pretty sweet.
Wait, man, the stream is dying. Post the link. Yes, please. Hold on. 1 sec. I'll actually show you here. So, along with my pain elements, look at this.
Yeah, that's the one I was just looking at. That one.
Yeah, I got this as well. So I just got 2 t-shirts, but
That's
I
fantastic.
absolutely love this one. This is so good. But 2 of them are class. Someone wants to join the call. Oh wait, is Beardy gone? Gone?
He said he had to go check something.
Hello.
Is he
Collie.
wait,
Hello.
is Beardy gone?
Yeah, I'm the stunt.
Oh, Collie. Hello.
Beardy, what the fuck? There's no point in saying here I gotta check something and then just leaving. Just say I gotta go. Like, Perception, is your camera turned off?
Oh, god damn
You
it.
picking your nose or something? Like, you can do that on
Arry.
stream.
No.
That's fine.
I can see him on a Google thing.
No, my camera's on here.
Soapy, thank you. Thank you so much for the discount code. Yeah, guys, RG Dax at checkout for 25% off. That's the first time I've ever said that. Holy shit, this is a sponsored stream.
Sponsored stream. Hashtag sponsored.
Grimes, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in.
I know. Check on your end, Dax. My camera's on.
Right.
I can see him in the browser on my end.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
sec.
he looks
One
good to
sec.
me too.
Alright, guys, we're gonna have to rejoin.
No. So I can use RG Dax for
There we go.
25% off.
Is he back?
Beardy, fuck you, man. You dirty prick. Like, you could have just said, hey, I'm going out to bang the missus. I'll talk to you later. Thank you, princess. Fucking princess, man. What a mod.
They're away out for drinks, I believe.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Don't want to see animal that seems rude. Nah, Collie's no.
You fight away, bag. You fight away.
And what were we talking about? That I'll leave that discount up all month. Soapy, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Can we get
Yeah, I'm getting one of those
a
Rip and Tear tees.
flaming hot cheers for Soapy Bubbles?
Cheers. Here, I'll do a shot for that boy.
Cheers, Hope.
Cheers.
Soapy, you're gonna have to fund my fucking liver transplant.
I'm gonna have to crack into my second can pretty soon here.
Second can. Harry, I'm after doing
Like I
like
said,
6 shots here. What?
I know, like I said.
Arry hasn't drank in a while. Leave him alone, okay?
Angry Orchard's brilliant as well. I had that
We'll
over
catch
in
up pretty quick.
the
Don't you
northeast.
worry.
Thank you, Soapy.
Oh,
Cheers.
it's pretty good, huh, Collie?
Yeah, it's awesome. And when we came back over, couldn't get over in the UK for ages, and then like an off license used to be able to sell it, but it was like really expensive, and then it ended up being in like Tesco, which is like a supermarket brand, and then in Witherspoons, which is a pub chain that you can get drink pretty cheap and stuff. You can get in there now, so it's pretty awesome.
Speaking of which,
That's good
actually,
stuff.
there's so many people I need to shout out. Guys, Joe Fabulous, Joe, Golly, or Joe himself. Joe, please post a video or post a link to your latest and greatest creation. So for anyone who doesn't know who Joe Fabulous is, whoa, Golly, we have a command for that? Wow.
Many memes.
Joe created an Ultra Nightmare meme video on YouTube that he's been working on for the last 2 months, and you can see that he's put
God.
it is full of so many memes. So it's all the way to the end of Art Complex, I believe, and then he's going to follow up with part 2. Now, I probably wouldn't recommend watching it now because you're watching our beautiful faces on Tins&Gins because it's like 15 minutes long. But man, check it out. It is so good. So good.
Joe, you might want to put a fucking epilepsy warning in at the start.
Yeah,
of the
Joe, I
video.
highly recommend putting an epilepsy
Jesus
warning on it.
Christ.
Yeah. Doom Hunter base, it goes to like a VHX section, so it's supposed to be like old school. But man, yeah.
Oh, but it's so good.
It's very good. The memes are
I
top
was in
quality.
tears
Top
watching
quality.
it.
It's very good. So yeah, Joe, thank you. Collie, thanks for joining us. Sorry, I don't think I even said hello yet.
It's all right. It's all right. Like I did ping you a message like 10 minutes ago, just saying.
Oh, let me check. Fuck you. Wait, what? Collie, why would you say that to me? Why?
Oh. Soapy Bubbles. You got t-shirts in yellow.
Yeah,
The man loves
get-
yellow.
You can get quite a lot of the designs in like loads of different colors. It's not like a base black T-shirt and stuff. So I think there's RuneScape ones,
Fuck you, Dax.
Doom ones, and I
No,
think
Bag.
there's some new
you,
world ones
Bag.
also.
Bag, you're a fucking coward. Come and fuck me yourself, like. Absolute pussy. Simple design, yeah. I love this. This design is so good. Hey, Death, thank you very much for the congrats. Yeah, I'm happy, lads. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers to you, Dax. I know we spoke briefly on Discord earlier, but congratulations again.
Thank you, Collie. What are you drinking?
A Crane's cider. Massey and Snez got me a crate.
Cranes.
Yeah, a crate of Cranes for my birthday. So it is lemons and kumquat flavor.
Kumquat.
Kumquat, yes. Smells like ass, but tastes really good.
Bag,
so-
I don't need to handle you when you're tied down. Say, I just had to say something to the stream there.
Oh.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Sounds a bit harsh.
Yeah, sure.
I'll just clip it and then go back and listen to it.
No.
I'm sure.
Stream's gonna be like fucking worried about it. They're like, oh god. Is it nice, Scully?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, good.
A couple of cider. I like plain apple ones as well to have after.
Nice, cool. Yeah, this fucking gin is going down really well, and all the shots, delightful.
It's a cider
you're-
kind of day, I guess.
You're just like, oh, somebody said hi in chat. I guess I better take a shot.
No, I've done. No, listen, I did a shot to celebrate the victory. I did 2 shots for 2 5-packs of subs, and then I did a shot because Soapy Bubbles gave us a 25% discount over on our website. So I think that's
Two, three.
I think there were
3
2
shots?
more slipped in there somewhere.
Yeah. No, I think I had 4.
Some fell in the shoe, and yeah, it just happens.
What the?
Yeah, you did the shoey.
And Beardy's, I'll do a shot here because Beardy's a fucking cunt.
197 October 7th.
That 15%'s gonna add up real fucking quick, my guy.
Oh man, I have approximately 150% in my body right now. I'll do a
To be
shoot.
fair, he did say he was going to get quite fucking drunk.
Man, this is a celebration stream. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
January
when Dax said he was
23rd.
getting drunk, I was like, that's gonna be okay. He's getting fucking shit faced.
January 23rd was when I was like, wow, this is gonna be fun. Yesterday I was literally like, I want to fucking kill myself. This is awful. I hate myself.
That kind of that meme where like the retail workers get a new hire and they're like, wow, I'm so excited to work here, and everybody else is like,
I'm like brushing my teeth at night, looking at
poor
myself in the
fucking
mirror, like, you
sap.
fucking loser, Mars core looking cunt. Thanks, Beardy.
Rotter on Erdak.
Yeah, fucking. Cheers,
Just
Beardy.
there,
Thank
right.
you.
He couldn't punch a wall on neck 1. I'll punch this fucking wall.
Holy shit.
God damn it.
Anyway, yeah, you're a winner, Choco. Thank you. Thank you very much. That comes a lot coming from you.
Hard mode 2.0, you went next.
Horde mode 2.0. Oh god. Horde 2.0
Yeah,
UN is like.
Uh,
Yeah, I love to get kicked in the groin every day. What are you talking
I
about?
wouldn't even touch that, dude. I made it through the second stage and was like, okay, this is fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
fair play to
Like,
Devo.
Watching Devo do that for weeks.
Yeah, it was rough.
I remember Devo, I was like, hey, maybe I should do this. And I joined Devo's stream, and he ended his stream saying, fuck this fucking. And he slammed the desk, and his stream just
Slam.
ended. And I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm never touching this. You know, when
It's-
somebody
it's like
ends their
his
stream
PC
without
is
rating, it's, they're pissed.
Dude, his PCs are on the floor, and I remember that specific instance because the next day he came back on and he was like, "Yeah, when I slammed the desk, the PC just turned off." So he didn't hit the end
It's
screen
funny as
button.
well, but he slammed the desk as well. He has the green screen. you can just see like the top
Yeah,
of his
see
ceiling
shape.
appear because the camera just like moved really far up. Man, what a
There was, I think it was a 2016 run. It was either 2016 or like when he was still speedrunning too, where he slammed the desk and his camera is on an arm, but it's one of the joints for it, and it just falls all the way forward and slams in the desk. Holy shit!
Ah, fuck!
Yeah, Rich just did it on Nightmare, I think, the other day, and he was like effing and jeffing and all sorts in the DMs.
I tried hard one too. That section with the double possessed archvile, what a fucking joke! Like,
dude, fuck the Holt. Like everything.
Yeah, I think it was
up to the third section is fine, but the Holt is fucking terrible.
Yeah,
a lot of
especially
us got
that
to play
pillar section because you keep getting
pillar
caught
section,
on
yeah.
geometry. Oh man.
Fuck that pillar room, dude. It's so bad. And the Kako section too is just 2 minutes of trying to not fall asleep while you're dealing with like 12 Kakos.
Yeah.
And you're constantly like, it's so fucking dumb.
the Kako
Horde
bit
mode
on-
1 is
on
really
Urdak.
good. Horde mode 2 is also really solid, but it's just not, I would not. Horde mode 1 on UN is enjoyable. Horde
Yeah.
mode 2 on UN is you are taking your testicles and isolating them and then seeing how many times you can spin them around before you pass out, basically.
That's a
not
very
fun.
interesting description. Isolating your
it's
testicles
cock and ball
and
torture,
spinning
dude.
them.
Yeah, just grab your balls,
Actually-
spin them.
Does anyone know if that clip is still available? I'm guessing Rich might know, but the one of the Horde mode 2 of Devil, and he loses at the Kako section on Urdak.
Yeah, Brody. It's funny he like complained so much to Brody that he actually patched it. Oh, so good. Isolate those testicles. Yeah. Isolate your
Yeah.
testes.
Oh, it's so makes me
Full
fucking
scroll
cry.
implosion.
And he puts the Berserk, what was it, the
It's time to
Guts team
celebrate.
out behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The harmony.
Me and Dax were talking about that the other week. Like that, like 2 weeks that Devil was just editing videos and putting that Guts theme over them. Were so good.
And then it just
I'm
died.
kind of bummed that he hasn't done more with that,
Yeah.
that Twitter account, because the novelty of that is fantastic. It's really good.
Oh, that's sky high. The potential for that channel of just like Guts teams going
Thanks, Tony.
with people's failure.
Oh man.
Tricky Dog, when he died he was trying to do the chain skip on 2016.
On Necropolis, or
Yeah.
it's Necropolis. It's funny as fuck, dude.
So
Well, I'm out of beer.
Arry, this is
I'm
unacceptable.
gonna correct that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that real quick.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh guys, if you have Arry chair, please put it in chat. Wait, can Arry hear us? I assume he can. Man,
Yeah,
this
he's
guy's a cunt. This is
he's
the
got
worst
wireless.
Tins and Gins episode I've ever experienced. He can, yeah.
Got the similar ones that Devil wears sometimes.
Yeah, they're called in-ear monitors.
Yeah.
You know they're fancy when they're monitors and not fucking earbuds, you know? Collie, or Perception, what are you laughing at? Are you watching the clip?
I'm watching the clip.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Probably.
Fucking monitor D's nuts.
Wait, Arry, would you recommend the in-ear monitors?
Yeah, I like these. I have like a whole. Okay, again, because manufacturer discounts when you work for a music company are like really sweet. I have like the wireless setup, and it's like it's stage quality stuff. So like when you go to see a band perform live, these are the earbuds that they have in. But the wireless body pack is that too. So I have a pretty big piece of property. I can walk out my back door and go all the way to the edge of my property and not get any sort of signal drop. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
The buds themselves, though, yeah, I would, if you want something that's like not headphones, if you're tired of like being inside of cans, these are really, really nice.
I'm getting a dent on the top of my head, so gotta fix that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you build up sweat inside those things too, and it's just kind of.
Yeah, these
cans
ones
are really good. They sound awesome. Oh, you have Audio Technicas. Okay. Are those like ATH M50s? Do you know? Yeah, okay, cool.
They're good. They're extremely good. These are like such a good headphone. But the only bad thing is see this. It's like the
pads and the
pleather
cups wear
is starting to
down.
peel off. But like I'm tempted just to tear the pleather off all of them and then just still use them. You know, the foam underneath is pretty good.
Yeah,
But,
it's still usable.
All right,
inners are
Choco, take it
nice.
easy. Oh man, what a tune!
I'm getting a headache from having them on. Were they like pushing just like against your head?
Yeah.
I actually bought.
I was
Oh,
never
yeah. Mine
really
aren't too
big
bad.
on
These are
on
like a nice
earbuds
foam
until
on
I
them.
tried these because they're like my ears are shaped a little weird. So like these have like rubber tips on them, but they've got different sizes. You can get different materials for them. You can get like stuff that's actually like earplug material, like you would use for like industrial site stuff. So they're super isolating and they sound really, really good.
Yeah, I bought a recently. I bought a pair of headphones. What are they? Billy. If Billy's here, you know which one they are. They're the Oh fuck. DT 770s. What are they?
Oh, Bear Dynamic stuff?
Yeah. Bear Dynamic.
Oh, very dynamic.
They're really comfortable, but I found when they plug them into the Glow XLR, they're so quiet. I only got the 80 ohm one, so the impedance isn't too high. But for some reason, I still can't drive them. They're really, really quiet. Whereas these ones are decently loud. But like, as in, it's fine that they're quiet, but if I want to listen to anything at like normal listening, I need to max out everything, so I can't get it louder if I want to. Whereas these ones I can. So I don't know.
You could get I mean, it'd be like another couple $100. You could get a preamp in between the Go XLR and the headphones, but that's like you're at that point you're kind of just like chaining 5 or 6 different things together.
Yeah,
to get
I'm
the
happy enough with these
quality.
ones, like so. They're pretty good.
The
I
cups
still
for
use
the
the Bear
DT
Dynamics.
770s are really, really nice though.
Oh,
They
they're
last
so
a long
light. It
time.
feels like you're not wearing anything, which is why I was like, when I bought them, I was like, man, I wish they were just slightly louder. So,
Yeah,
well.
they're solid.
Let me see if I had any.
Friendly.
I don't think I had any other. Oh, sorry, I meant to ask you about your guitars and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
What do you have? Man, is Shengus here? He'll have the horn watching this.
Yeah, right. I have 5 guitars total.
Holy shit! Okay.
Ooh.
So I have my big 6-string bass, which is what that
6-string
that like so that like synthwave thing that I had on the Twitter a little while ago. That's what I do most of like that style of stuff on. It's a big Ibanez.
Look at this, lads.
Ooh, that
It's
is
an SR506.
gorgeous.
Man, the
And
neck on
it's a
that is
cool
so
instrument.
thick. Holy
It's
shit.
fucking massive. So like here's the thing when I tell people I have long hands, it's kind of hard to tell the scale without like being in person, but that's like the crook of my thumb. So I can play this thing pretty decently. Is that picking up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit? Okay, cool. It's a neat instrument, but I had it customized with a custom nut. Ha.
Ha. It's
But
like cum.
It's tuned up. Why do you come? But yeah, it's brought up in scale, so it's not like a really low bass. It's a piccolo bass, if that makes sense. So it's really high range stuff. It's more like a guitar. It's just a giant guitar, basically.
Yeah,
And then
can-
I have my Yamaha acoustic, which is kind of nice. And then I have my 2018 Gibson SG Standard, which is very pretty.
Yeah. Oh, bring out the SG.
Whip it out, boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a perfect time for slapping the bass. Oh, he has it in a heavy case and all.
here we go,
Oh.
boys. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, look at the velvet.
Oh, jeez.
Angus
Oh,
Young.
man, that is
Edition
nice.
special.
Look at the shine. Look,
Oh,
you can
Angus.
see the stream in it, how shiny it is. Oh,
Yeah,
fucking hell.
it's pretty cool.
Angus Young wants to know your location.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of the shape because the horns just look
Yeah.
super fucking metal.
Yep.
But it's also a really thin guitar. Like they're very Gibson Les Pauls are like 2 3/4 of an inch thick, and they're
So
solid
thick,
mahogany.
yeah.
So they're like 12-pound instruments. They're fucking hefty. I don't know what that translates to for like real units, but
It's like 3.5 kilo, 4 kilo.
4
Sure.
kilo, yeah, 5.
4.
Fuck it, math.
1 kilo
it
is 2.2 pounds.
There we go.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, this is a nice guitar. I got this when I was still, again, manufacturer discounts. Super cool. Really, really neat. Not having to pay full price for stuff is just so good. But yeah, it's a really cool guitar. It's very pretty.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Fanta. Fucking
Yeah.
Fanta calling my ass.
Arry, what would you say your like? What instrument would you be the most versatile on?
In terms of like genre versatility,
Yeah. Like, what would
like
you
stuff
feel the
that I can
most?
play.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Probably drums. Like I could fit into any genre with drums for the most part, and then guitar after that. Bass too could probably fit in there, just because like playing a single root note for anything from like pop, punk, whatever, metal stuff it's a lot easier to play a bass because most of the time you're on like one string unless you're doing anything crazy technical tapping and shit. But yeah, probably drums, because I played in a punk band for a couple years as a drummer, which just for like endurance when you're playing everything at like 180 BPM and just like going stupid fast the whole
Shredded,
time.
bro.
Yeah.
Translates over a lot easier.
Fucking ramping around the kit, double bass under your feet.
So, Golly, what did, or
Yeah,
not
nice.
Golly, sorry, Arry, what
That's
did,
your fucking
like,
talent.
obviously then after high school, did you go to college? What did you study, or what happened?
Thankfully, I did not go to college because student
Nice.
debt is terrible. I just started working. I was just working fast food places. Would do pizza joint for a while. Fuck that. I hated that.
Are you making the pizzas or selling them?
All of them? All of it?
Oh, you're doing a
Man.
bit of both?
This
Oh,
man
yeah.
can
Usually,
like,
if you're working at the back, you don't usually do cashier.
this man can like play music, stream Doom,
Yeah.
fix your,
Make a
fix
pizza.
your shit, make a pizza. Oh man,
Take a phone call.
oh, stand up.
Phone
Oh.
call? No way. They said it couldn't be done. Yet here he
Yeah,
is.
for the most part, after high school, I just like did work, adult stuff, and then there was a stint in my early 20s where I lived in a mountain village that was maximum occupancy of like 500 people, and it was like buried in the middle of the Cascades, and it was super cool. It was basically a commune. And I was up there for like 6 months, and it was just it was like Christian oriented, but they were all like hippie Christians, basically.
So
It
you
was
are
super-
Hitman.
Sure. Yeah. I was joking about the Sharpie earlier. I actually just took makeup and had to cover up the barcode.
I put foundation on the back of my head to conceal it.
Can you make a Big Mac though? Billy, do you still have that Big Mac discount?
Big Mac discount.
Yeah.
Big Mac discount.
Billy
code?
had a Big
What?
Mac discount when he was working there. And I think he had it for a good while after he left.
Man, that would get you killed real quick. I
Yeah.
feel.
I think the Big Macs over here are slightly different to the Big Macs over there.
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
Oh, Arry, there's a question. Favorite movie?
Pulp Fiction is up there for sure.
I was just watching the clip of Bruce Willis. What's his name? The characters again? Name of his character. Him saving Marcellus from
Marcellus
the,
Wallace.
the
You okay?
from the two.
No,
From the-
man. I'm pretty
No,
fucking
man.
far from okay.
Pretty fucking far from okay. I was just watching that earlier on.
Go get the gimp.
I love that when like Bruce Willis gets free and the gimp tries to like scream, but he has the ball gag, and he's just like,
Pulp Fiction's up there. Half of the Mad Max movies are also kind of up there. Like the actual original. Okay, the Road Warrior with Mel Gibson, which is like the second Mad Max movie. It's not the original one, but it's the one that people I think are the most familiar with. That one, and then the new one for Fury Road are really, really solid. Thunderdome is a meme.
yeah, Mad
It's
Max
good
Fury
Thunderdome,
Road is the
yeah.
one with Tom Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
such a good movie. It's like non-stop from the start to the finish.
It's really, really solid. Lord of the Rings trilogy also is just like how do you not enjoy that?
You bow to.
It's like Game of Thrones, but with a good ending, you know?
Right, and like good plot and real lore. I have a shelf full of movies and I'm trying to remember what else I have on.
Oh,
here.
actually, just speaking of Lord of the Rings, I do actually have the.
Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit?
Nice.
What films or book?
No, it's too blurry. Yeah, we can see it.
So people was asking.
Oh,
Prefer Lord of the Rings to The Hobbit. Definitely Lord of the Rings.
Perception
I
ain't
ended up
working, man.
No,
I ended
Close
up
enough.
walking out of The Hobbit in theaters. The first
wow.
one. It just was. meh.
oh, the Hobbit. I don't like the new trilogy.
It's a lot of CGI,
It's a lot of
and
CGI.
it's a lot of them just like not even bothering to keep half of it true to the source material. Like there's a lot of stuff that they added on where I'm like, none of this was in the book. Why is okay? All right, I'm done. I'm out. Like I just fucking bailed.
We needed more
It was the
Ragnar
same
the
with
Brown.
new
Where was
Star
he?
Wars movies too.
More Ragnar the Brown. That's all I want. The stupid love story you pushed. I don't care. I don't care.
Well, yeah, like Legolas was never in the book.
Yeah, and he's
The white orc was not a thing. Like, and just none of that happened. Like, okay,
Wait.
I'm good.
actually was the scene with them in the barrels floating down the river. Was that in the book? I can't remember. I don't imagine it was.
I believe it was. I believe that's how they
I
did
think it
escape the
was.
elves.
Oh, was
yeah.
it?
Mhm.
What was it?
Yeah.
Collie knows.
Hobbit's my favorite book. The original, like just like growing up reading it
Oh,
over and over. Yeah.
love
So I
watching
was disappointed
interviews.
with the films for sure.
Like, I
love
think
watching interviews that talk.
independently of their own, they're probably fine. But yeah, like the Lord of the Rings trilogy was a much more faithful adaptation and still did like a really good job of making it Hollywood palatable. Like
Yeah.
it grabbed audiences, people can watch it. There's like enough action, there's enough interest in like character development and stuff. And then The Hobbit kind of just feels like more of a cash grab than anything.
What's your favorite?
There is
game?
that series coming out too, which could actually be kind of interesting.
Wait,
maybe.
there's a series coming out?
Yeah, Amazon are
Yeah,
funding
on
it.
Amazon.
It's like a prequel
I
to.
didn't hear about that. Mm.
It's like set with like Aragorn and all the men of the old times and stuff
Oh,
like
wow.
that. I believe.
Okay.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Amazon have pumped like hundreds of millions of dollars into it already.
Billy asked, was that not cancelled?
Was it? They
Highly doubt it.
posted like a thing on their Twitter not too long ago, I thought.
Oh, Billy, maybe so.
Uh,
Then. I don't know. Have you been to the
Fabulous?
game?
Yes. Smaug, however you
Smaug.
pronounce it. However you pronounce it. Yes, did talk in the movie. In the book, I cannot remember.
Yeah, he spoke in the book.
Yeah, he spoke to you.
Book in the
Arry,
book.
what's your favorite video game?
Really?
Is it Doom Eternal?
Besides
Is
that one.
Doom
I was
Eternal
about to
your
say
number
besides
one?
that one.
Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal kind of like share that spot. Like the modern Doom stuff is kind of occupying that number one spot for sure.
What's your 2 and 3?
That's kind of hard because it's like choosing a favorite child, I guess. Like there's no right answer.
Everyone knows there's a favorite child. Come on, like I will tell my child that you're my least favorite. You little shit.
individual games even kind of are hard to put into like the number 2 spot, because there's like franchises that I would put up there, like the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games up until Skyrim, and then Fallout New Vegas kind of occupy that slot. Anything beyond those two, I kind of start to lose interest, like Elder Scrolls Online or 76 and stuff. Fallout 4 was also okay, but the stories in it were not that interesting.
Agreed.
So like those games are up there. The original Pokemons are awesome. The old school 2D Metroid games are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I loved watching you play that recently. The Metroid stuff.
Fusion
is good.
Fusion for the Game Boy Advance is probably my favorite 2D side scroller out of like everything. Tops Mario, tops everything for me. The original Zelda stuff too. All the way up to like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Up there, like way up there. There's a collection
for that one
of like all the gold cartridge stuff of the original Zelda games up through Majora's Mask sitting on my shelf. So,
oh, that's like fucking. Actually, I don't know if I said this. I didn't say it on stream. I think I said it on Discord recently. But if anyone doesn't know Radshaz, Collie, if you don't mind giving him a shout out. Radshaz is an Australian streamer that speedruns Resident Evil games. But I actually won a draw. He had like a draw on his channel for last month that you could like enter in using your channel points, and I won. But I got RE1, RE2, and RE3 physical copies in their boxes from himself, and he's going to send them straight from Australia to me.
You got to play them on stream or frame them.
Yeah, I don't know if they're unboxed or like fresh. I think they're unboxed. I doubt they're sealed. If they were sealed, I'd fucking frame them. Yeah,
frame them. Play them on an emulator.
Have to get a capture card too to.
I think I have a capture card, so it's not too bad. They're not sealed. Okay, Rich.
Oh, I'll be back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I gotta pee as well. Do you guys want to take a bathroom break or?
Yeah, sure. Might as well.
Yeah, okay, we'll take a bathroom break, guys. We'll be back in 5 minutes, and go get yourselves a drink, take a pee, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Backwards from the direction you're looking. Excuse me. Fucking Arachnotron had a seizure, dude. So let me get this straight. That website doesn't even fucking work. Whoa, what? They're able to just hit so ridiculously fucking. What? That meat hook just sent me backwards. Oh, Christ.
Enemy has the quad.
It's like people can't not assume that a straight. Hello? Did anybody else see the flying chunk of geometry that was not attacked? What happened? What was that? It's back. Please don't be a marauder. Please don't be a marauder. Please don't be a marauder. Please don't. It's a marauder. Fuck. That's. You hit me coming through the fucking What the fuck is this game? Broken ass, dumbass, shit ass, fuck ass game. Oh, hello. Follow twitch.tv/umber_. What's up, guys? Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it.
Ripping and the tearing. The ripping and the tearing.
It might be a bad idea. We'll find out. Unless it's just the normal Slayer gate. Oh, okay, fella. Nah, this is just a normal Slayer gate.
I'm guessing you're still playing. Hugo, can you hear me? He's so deep in the fun zone. He's broken the game.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so keep your eye on the gas canister in the bottom right of the screen here. What the f- Why do you do the things that you do, Marauder? Oh my god, you're such bullshit. You idiot. Motherfucker does not stagger. I think Yuka asked this yesterday. It's like, hey, can you drop a Marauder in the pit?
Welcome back, everyone. We're all emptied our bowels via our penis.
Bowels?
Yeah. Well, yeah, bladder.
Pee is stored in the balls, from what I hear.
Pee is stored
Right next
in
to
the
the save
testicles. Yeah. Sonny, I did not take a shit. Feeling better? Fabulous? I am feeling fabulous. I am indeed. So Arry.
Max, what are you gonna do now after 100% you win? What's the
Oh jeez,
It's $1 million question.
I was dreading somebody asking me this question. Oh god, what?
like eight months of your life's purpose now is just done. What do you do?
Next stream, I'll just be like, "Here, guys, we're going to try to get a better time," and everyone will be like, "Oh, fuck this."
Pogo stuck. Pogo
No,
stuck.
my next stream, I'm going to take a few days off, maybe like 2 or 3, and then my next stream will probably be just chatting, and it'll literally be talking to chat, figuring out what what should we do next? Like, what's our next game to play? Obviously, like, I won't rule out going back to speedrunning 100% in the future, but it's unlikely. Like, I'm happy it's done. I'm happy it's behind me. I'm happy I have a time. Doom Eternal DLC speedruns, Budgie, you can fuck off. You can literally lick my ass.
It's gonna pull you back in at some point.
You don't want to do either of those.
It's never off the market.
No, I'll come
being
back like to Doom when like Horde mode is out, or I'll play like, I don't know, Ultra Nightmare Randomizer. That would be good crack.
2016 Ultra Nightmare speedrun.
No.
2016 is good.
2016 is good. Maybe 2016 Ultra Nightmare will be good. not speed run, but just get the Ultra Nightmare clear. That would be good. But yeah, my next stream, I just plan on doing just chatting like I did back in the old days. It's been like, what, a year since I've done just chatting? And just figure out what people want to see, you know?
Minecraft
speedruns. Oh, Christ.
for Fortnite.
You could become the next Dream if you wanted to.
Yeah, dude. You too can have a rabid fan base of 12 and 13-year-olds that will defend your cheat.
That will defend your... Oh, man, the whole... Wait, do you watch Carl?
Yeah.
Arry?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I love Carl. His shit is so good. Do you see the stuff that's going on currently with him and fucking Billy?
Billy Mitchell,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
trying to
Billy
get into
Mitchell
court
is
and shit.
such a scumbag. Like, oh, he's such an evil villain, isn't he?
Yeah. He looks like he should be like a cartoon supervillain. It's fucking hilarious.
Carl is great. I like Carl. Carl is good.
Yeah, it's his information and like how in depth for the research that he goes for stuff is really awesome.
That
The
fucking
thing
dude.
that he did recently with like the vintage games auction stuff and like
That was
exposing
great.
how
That was
it's
great. Yeah.
it's all basically just corruption and shit. Like by the time I'm halfway through, I was like, okay, cool, new Carl Jobs video. It's pretty long. It's like 30 minutes. I'll break it into 2 sections, and then it's like 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh my god, this is out of control.
Yeah, Carl. Like, if anyone doesn't know
makes
Carl
really good
Jobs,
videos.
Carl Jobs on YouTube, he mostly does speedrunning content, or he discusses, you know, oh, this trick broke 007 GoldenEye back in the day, and here we're going to discuss it. But he does so many good things. Like, he called out Billy Mitchell for his Donkey Kong record, and Billy Mitchell is now suing him, and Billy Mitchell, he's such a fucking idiot. Like, he just sues everyone, and he has like nothing to back him up. Like, everything he thinks about, you know, that's fact is actually fictional.
Yeah, the
That's
man's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Didn't he do the recent one on the Super? Was it the original Super Mario Brothers? Can't get faster than like a couple of frames.
I think that was
Something like
Soul. What's his name?
Soul.
There's
I
a
think I
Arry,
know
you
the guy
probably
you're
know
talking
them.
about.
Other channels that do speedrun content.
Summon Salt.
Oh,
Is
it
that
was
what
probably
we're talking
Summoning
about?
Salt.
Summoning Salt. That was him. My bad.
Yeah, that like Mario can only get like 1 frame improved, as in, and that's
Yeah.
it. You cannot get faster.
It's frame perfect even with the tool assisted speedrun.
Yeah.
Essentially at this point,
That's the
unless there's like some crazy tech that nobody has found for the past 40 years.
That's the thing about Doom, though,
that's
that I
as
think
fast
is
as it's gonna
interesting.
get.
That like, there's always going to be, you know, a slight difference in variations. Like, you can't take a straight line through a level. You have to deal with the enemies, and an imp might run a slightly different direction than you normally would.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. But when you see people doing games that are like, every single time you play it, there's no RNG, everything is the exact same, and you just have to perfectly execute it. And then
It's
when you get to the
nuts.
ends, it's literally like milliseconds in the difference of, you know, who wins and who loses. Whereas with Doom, I think it's
That's one of
always
the
going to be
reasons that, like,
seconds instead of milliseconds, you know?
Right. Or like at a certain point minutes, because
Yeah.
like we're looking at the 150 barrier right now, and like 2 months ago it was 154. So between James and Zamide, they've both shaved off like whole minutes on that run.
Yeah,
which
and
is
like when it
nuts.
was sub 2, it was like, holy crap, you know, that's it. That's good.
like
That's
that,
the best.
That for a while was the barrier. Nobody was like, "Oh, we're never gonna see below a 158." It's almost perfect. You'd have to get the best art, and then somebody was like, "Punch swaps." LOL. We found like another skip that saves. We found some optimizations here, and it'll go lower.
Yeah, I say
Like, I said
I say it will
someone-
finish at like 145, somewhere around there. I think that would be like the fucking perfect run. Will be 145.
Yeah.
How old is
And
the game?
outside of
A
like
year?
rule changes.
Year and a half.
Year and a half. Year and a half. There's plenty of time for new stuff to be found. Like we said before, like the boba skip. The girl Boba playing that on stream, and she found a new skip that saved like between 2 and 3 minutes on Metal Gear Solid 2 out of nowhere, and sent everybody like wild. And they're like, "This game's been out 20 years and we never figured this out. Like how?"
Happens.
I
That's
got,
wild.
Dude.
I got one back, lads. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the others back. Hey, there we go.
I just look
fucking up
over
the
it.
whole
It's like,
stream.
why are you zooming in on my face
Yeah,
constantly?
no, perception froze, and then Arry and Collie. Oh no, perception didn't freeze. Arry and Collie did, so I decided to focus on perception. And then when it came out, both of your cameras were gone. So I don't know.
It's the perception show.
Yeah, Google Meet. Maybe it's not the best.
Yeah,
Oh
watch
man,
that.
we've yet to figure out like a perfect solution. Fuck's sake.
There never will be one.
No, Discord was good, but
It's back to Zoom, boys.
yeah, Zoom is good, but we have to pay for
Zoom
it.
was
It's
good.
fucking expensive as fuck as well. It's like 25 euro a month or something.
We could just rotate payments.
Oh, still though, it's something we need to pay for. Oh, effort,
Go
like-
back to MSN Messenger. What happened to the AOL Instant Messenger days, dude?
Yeah, let's try Skype. Let's try Skype sometime.
Skype.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do 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 do. Remember the old Skype ringtone? Oh man, so good. MSN. It's funny looking up old MSN like sounds. Remember in MSN you used to be able to poke somebody, and you like shake their whole fucking
nudge
screen,
them.
just like
Nudge them, I think it was called.
spam the shit out of them. TNG to be done live. Oh, that'd be great. Honestly, I'd love if TNG eventually, well, not eventually, but I'd love to do like a podcast thing that there's no video, it's just all audio. But obviously, you can't really do that on Twitch, you know?
I mean, you could.
Yeah, but what we have in the
Maybe.
background, you know?
Yeah, counterintuitive to the idea of Twitch, I guess.
Yeah, and I know Beardy was
Maybe like
saying
that in the background.
someday he'd love to record Tins and Gins like what we do normally and just put it up on Spotify as a podcast. But I was like, sometimes on Tins and Gins, we're like, hey, look at this. And we don't talk about what I'm holding. We're just like, wow, that's cool. And if you were listening to a podcast, you'd be like, what the fuck are they looking at? You know?
Yeah, but I listen to a podcast that has two. They have the audio version and they have the video version. And just say, oh, well, shit, if we're showing something, like, oh, you'll have to go see the video version of it as well. But it won't bother me too much. Like, if I really wanted to see it, I'll go switch over to the video if I can, if I'm not driving or something. But we could always just say, if you want to catch the video version of it, pop over to RG Daxter
On
Twitch.tv
YouTube.
/RG Daxter.
Wait, did
Exactly.
they switch play? Yeah, fabulous. Every time I change the camera, everyone seems to like swap around. So sorry. They describe what they hold into. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. I was thinking that, Billy.
describing the object you're holding. Who would have thought?
So, Arry, quick question. I know, like, whenever I think of you, I think of like James, Umbra, Nubica. You know, like the fucking Pog City Champers group. You know,
the Pog City Champers,
yeah,
bro.
absolutely. But how did you get to meet like Umbra and Nubica and all them? Like, did you meet like James and then James knew Nubica, or?
I kind of have to think about that for a second. I think I found James from when he raided Devo, because I found Devo through Spud Hunter, and Spud Hunter is actually who got me into like Twitch as a platform, essentially. That was back in the Quake Champions days in like early 2017 when he
Spuddy raided me, and we actually finished a run after he raided. So that's
he's a blessed human being.
A
He's
blessed human. I'm gonna
individual.
send him a DM on Twitter and be like, I want to fuck you. And then I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
So I found Devo through Spud, because Spud raided Devo when he was, I think it was early on in when Devo was doing like 0% stuff for 2016 before Eternal had come out.
Yeah.
So after Eternal came out, I was watching Devo and Bite and Spud, and then James raided Devo. And so I went, like, usually if somebody raids Devo, I'll go like click on their channel. Like most of the time when somebody gets a shout out or whatever, I'll go see who they are. And I started looking at James's times and was like, holy shit, this dude's kind of cracked. he's kind of insane. So I went and followed him, and then I think Irina was a similar situation. I'm pretty sure she raided Devo. And I went and found her channel, and like she was brand new to the community and stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. Nubica, I think, was through James, and I think I found Umbra through Ferb. And Ferb I just found through the directory. So like it's kind of just one of those things where like the Doom Eternal directory as a whole was kind of just like going through and finding people, and that's kind of how that ended up happening, I think.
Yeah, I find the Doom directory, whenever I go into it, I know everyone because like I've heard of that person. I've heard of that person through Arry,
or like you've
through
seen
James.
their name in a chat somewhere a couple times and stuff.
Or I love when I go
pretty
to like a
tight-knit.
new stream that I've never been in, and I type in chat, and somebody like Alter shows up, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Dax." I'm like, "Why are you here? Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool. I like that the community is small enough that you can end up seeing a lot of like familiar faces around. It's really neat.
Yeah, Doom community is nicely tight knit. Whereas if you were to look at like the Minecraft speedrunning community, like an absolute massive game, like I'm sure everyone has their own individual preferences of who they watch and all that.
Yeah, there's like subgroups within there and people who know like certain circles within that and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's a lot larger. Yeah, it's neat. I think even you, Daxter, I found through either Irina or James. I don't remember.
It was probably
who you rated at one point, but then I was like, "Oh, who is this?" And I clicked on your name and it was like, "Oh, he's been streaming Doom Eternal for like the past 3 months. Cool. All right, this seems all right."
Oh, he seems like such a happy person. And 2 weeks later, you came back. You're like, "This dude's miserable."
No, it's relatable, dude. That makes me feel even more comfortable because it makes me feel like I'm not the only salty.
This
cunt
here is
about
a
the
real
game.
juicer. This I can relate to.
What's your time now? What time did you get? Or was it 3:37 or something?
I had a 2:36.
Or
for
2.
100%
Sorry,
UN.
2. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'll never touch that category
And
again. It's
you
say
went
236 for the
yeah,
rest
but
of
you
my
pulled
life.
that down for like 3 hours or something, right? Or was it high twos?
I had 5 completed speedruns. I think the first one was like a 3:48, which was just absolutely abysmal. It was like a really casual single segment run. And then I brought it down to like a 3:15, and then a 2:48, and then a 2:36.
I'd love to see those splits. It's like my final split was minus 20 minutes.
Yeah, like a lot of the speedruns that I ended up completing for 100% UN were shaving like in the double-digit minutes marks off. It was like 14 off of one run. It was like 20 off another. So it's gonna stay at 2:36. Fuck that. And then I have like the 2:20 for the all combat encounter stuff that I did fairly recently, and that's a lot. It's still some of the bullshit from 100% UN, like some of just like the imp RNG or whatever things
Dead
fucking
imps.
off and running off into corner. Yeah, just like dumb stuff. But at least I don't have to worry about picking up toys or like mission challenges
or
failing.
Glory kill challenges and shit like that.
Yeah, like carcass shields and art complex or the revenant rocket stuff. Like I don't have to worry about any of that.
I was actually light on the run that I got today. I got the carcass shield done in the first shield that went up was perfect, bang in the middle. Good. 6 of them straight away. Oh, it was nice.
Good. Yeah, that's that kind of RNG that like if you fail because the game decides that you failed is where I'm like 100% UN can like rim my entire butt. Like I don't fucking care about that category anymore, dude. I still love watching it because it's still incredibly impressive, and it's really neat to see like what people are able to do to lower times or like how they tackle certain arenas too, just from like casual play is good to learn from. We'll never run that again. I hate that category.
Yeah. UN 100% UN seems to be like the top of the top in terms of like difficulty, which is why of course I decided to fucking do it as my first speedrun ever. But it is very entertaining to watch. I know like watching
cool.
Zamite or James or even Absolute is like absolutely popping off lately.
Yeah, he's a really, really hard competitor for that category.
Yeah.
He's gonna end up having like a 152 in the next couple weeks.
I
probably.
won't be surprised if he keeps going the way he's going, he's gonna end up in first place. Like even if it's for like a few weeks until Zamite takes over, but he will get world record, I think, at some stage.
Which mad props to like all 3 of those guys for hounding that category for as long as they have and as hard as they have, because I lost the patience for it a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, like if you think about me and you, Arry, like I was about to give up. I had 3 more runs and I was finished.
3 runs away.
I was 3 runs away from finishing and I could do it. And if you look at James and Zamite, they're probably up at like 3,000 attempts easily. And they're still able to. Now, James is taking a break at the moment. Obviously, fair play to him. And Zamite took a break. I'm sure Absolute will take a break as well. So, yeah. Fair play. It's unbelievable. Will Zai ever come back and retake the throne? I don't think so.
Nope.
Really, I think Zai kind of left the category because of how you can have a perfect time going into like neck 1 and then the game just fucks you. And it's just like, I didn't do anything to deserve this. It just happened. That's the way. And I think that's the thing that kind of turns Zai off. Saying that, Zai has been hanging around some the no
NMG.
major glitches, NMG stuff, yeah. Like any percent NMG.
Yeah.
So he's still there. And he liked my Twitter post, I believe. I'm famous now.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see Zai come back and do like something for a category. I don't know if he was in a voice call with Mute when Mute was doing an NMG run. And
I was
think
there
he
for
got
that as well.
asked
I
if
think
he
I was
would-
talking to Collie. I was like, holy shit, is that
Daxter
Zai?
call, yeah.
Yeah, he got asked if he would ever join NMG, and he's like, "Fuck no, dude, are you kidding me? Bowser is like insane. No, I'm not doing that."
Bowser does all offline stuff, right?
Yeah, he doesn't stream or anything. He does all local recording stuff for his stream.
It's like
or for
Zero
his-
Master. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I can kind of understand, like, because recently I've been turning cameras and microphone off when I've been speedrunning Ace and shit, because it helps to focus. And like,
Yeah.
I've got camera lights on right now. I'm sure you guys know what it's like to have lighting pointing in your face
Oh
for
yeah.
multiple
Oh
hours.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's it's kind of distracting, especially when you're trying to do something that is that like
Yeah, it's funny.
focus
Like
intensive.
Collie said it to me before. It's like, why didn't you turn your camera off and turn off everything? And I was like, I want me to be on camera when I finish a run. It's me there in the moment as the Doomslayer. And
we wouldn't have caught your tears of joy if you didn't.
Yeah, I'm happy. Happy it was done.
Oh, imagine crying.
Imagine.
Imagine watching Dax do it and crying, These things happen to the best of
Collie
us.
was tough. You being there
It
made you
was.
feel like a bitch. Or made me cry like a bitch. I was happy as fuck, Billy. As soon as I saw that belly burst, I was like, oh my god, we actually fucking did it.
The game is done. I haven't been memed in the last
I'm
phase.
free.
Like,
I have been released from this prison. Straight away.
you think for now? You think?
Nah. Happy enough. Do you watch any other speedruns, Arry? Of any other games?
I watch people do like 2016. So Maynard, Australian guy, I watch him do his 2016 UN runs. He finally got a 99% run in and beat 2016 Ultra Nightmare for the first time the other day too, which is super cool.
I know of Maynard, but I've never watched him.
He's a fun guy. His community is really cool. He's very, very entertaining guy. I watch Byte do his runs. I don't really watch any other speedrun categories other than Doom stuff. Like, I'll watch classic Doom. There's a channel on Twitch that's a 24/7
24/7, yeah, I follow it.
Yeah, the Doom speed demos channel. If nobody else is live, I'm like usually there lurking, just watching stuff, because it's cool. You can see everything from like all these original WODs and like the old mods and stuff, all new things that are being speedrunning. So it's pretty interesting.
I don't know if you know, actually, Perception has been learning the speedrun for Resident Evil 2 remake.
Nice.
It's
I watched Devo do that game a couple times, and it's another one of those very line focused games.
Yeah,
where you're
that's
just,
a
like,
game that you
taking these
you
really
improve
specific
by
routes.
milliseconds instead of minutes and seconds.
Minutes and that, yeah. I'd say I never got to watch
Thanks, Collie.
Devo do any of his runs, but I presume he was doing Leon A 120, which would probably be one of the faster ones to get through because the knife is tied to the frame rate, so you crush through the bosses a lot faster. I'm tied down to the limitations of my computer, and I'm still trying to fine tune it. So hopefully next time I'm streaming it, I'll get a more steady frame rate. I'm trying to run 60 FPS on Leon A. So it requires me to get the flamethrower to deal with G2 and G3. But I've finished the run. My time is 1:11:55, and I'm hoping to get sub 10, and then hopefully under an hour.
Perception. Did you see Nick's? Did you see Nick's got the 128?
Was it was 30 set. Wait,
it was like 52-30. He knocked like 7
37
seconds off the fucking.
No, he beat Mondo by 2.
Oh, fucking hell. And he did it on a controller?
He done
fuck?
on a controller.
Oh, what
the
a
only
man.
time the only time Nick's issue swaps over for a controller, I
Is for
believe,
puzzles.
is for puzzles. So when he gets to the prison, when he has to take out the two little boxes with the electronic panels to put into it,
Yeah,
you turn it over much faster when you're in the mouse and to do those inputs as well. And then everything else is on the controller. So his aiming, his running, his lines, his stair skates, all done on a controller. And it's fucking insane. I don't know, like, I don't know how he does it. I've never even tried to do it on a controller. I don't want to know how he does it.
Big shout out to Shengus as well. Guys, Shengus finished a 99% UN run this week.
Yeah.
And it's the first time he's ever beat UN, and he did it as a 99% run. Like, fuck.
It's been a blessed UN week for a lot of people who have
Absolutely
taken a lot of time to get it. So it's pretty fucking cool. I like how that kind of tends to happen too, where like multiple people, it's like a domino effect where one person gets a clear and then like 3 or 4 more people get more.
It was like James back to back on his fucking three days in a world records. What the fuck? What did he miss?
I vividly remember him beating it the first time and then being in a voice call with him that night, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll beat it again tomorrow." And I'm just like, "Sure you will, James. I know worries." And he did, and then he did the next day again. It was insane.
Yeah, that's like the most impressive. That's like the most impressive thing I think I've seen in Doom Eternal speedrunning so far is the fact that James got 3 world records in a row. Like that's talk about being in the zone. Like holy shit. Well impressive. Holy shit, the time is flying by. I'm gonna need to top up my drink.
So let's see, how's the gin going down?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
That last bit was man. That was only gin, I think. Yeah, that Chewy really sent me on my way.
Nice.
But
I watched Devo do like Soul Survivor runs and stuff, which is like a really short run.
Oh, is this like Kendo?
So
and stuff?
I watched a little bit of
the level speed runs. So like Hunk, Tofu, the girl Kendo.
So he does Hunk did Hunk a lot, and it was a lot of fun to watch him go through that because he could get like 10 runs in like 2 hours. You know, it's really short stuff. But
nobody's going to beat Jika-chan.
Oh man, Jika-chan, that was so good when he got his like very very fast. I am #1. Oh, what a man! What a fucking man, Jika-chan.
Is he Japanese runner?
Japanese runner, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, fuck Google Meet. Holy shit. Well, one sec. Collie's disappeared from me. Fucking hell.
I love
he's back. Okay.
Hunk's run. Hunk is such a beast, just even from the start. Your man over the comms chatting shit to him is just my extraction point. And then you have the theme kicking in the
the music through that is
the theme for Hunk is it's my favorite. It's
pretty good. I've never played a Resident Evil game before in my life. I've only ever watched people play through them. So like most of the stuff I don't really understand from like an in-depth level, but on the surface level, I'm like, this is fun. I like this. A lot of the Resident Evil runners are just like fun people too. Like I watch Shaz every once in a while too, and it's very enjoyable.
Shaz is man.
I love watching Shaz.
I usually watch Shaz when I'm working, so I have him on the background. I can only hear him, so I like Arry. Be honest, like if you just put your headset on and had no video, if you listened for like a minute, you'd know where they were in the run. Yeah. With Shaz, I get that as well, and then all I can hear is like a zombie chomping, and Shaz like fuck, like really loud, fucking fuck this. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Well, you guys had Lucy on here before, of course.
We didn't.
Lucy Lover.
We need to get him on again. He was only here for an hour because he had to.
Yeah, Lucy's going to join us again. He said. Yeah, guys, if the stream does bug out again, we'll just swap over to Discord. It just keeps freezing, and what I need to do is change the layout to like auto and then back, and it seems to fix itself. So it's weird.
Yeah, Google Meets is apparently not the play.
Yeah, we discussed this before. Were we using Discord, Google Meet, or what's that one called? Zoom? Zoom seems to be the best, but you need to pay for it, and we're fucking stingy cunts, right? So we decided here, let's just stick with Discord. And then we had those streams where Discord was just like You know?
Yeah.
So
Slideshow instead of a.
we were
instead
like,
of a
hey, let's
podcast.
try Google, and we tried this. We used this last week. I believe Collie, you were with us last week, right?
Mhm.
And it was
Yeah, yeah.
perfect. No issues. Like as it is now, it's running perfectly. You guys are all in 720p, looking saucy, and then done, just out of nowhere.
Yeah, don't understand.
Me no.
Yeah, last week was when I was sleepy. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Collie, you've been putting in the hours.
Uh,
Holy shit! Like.
I told Dax Percy, but not you. I had like loads of DMs from Shengus and Rich being like, "Go to sleep. You look really pale. You look terrible. Go to sleep." I was like, "Fucking!" I didn't read it at the time, and then I read them when I went off stream. I was like, "Oh, okay, fair enough. Cheers."
Sound lads, I was about to die.
Yeah. I think Shengus's wife was like going, "Go message him to get him off of this. He's far too tired."
Fuck's
Well, you were
sake.
just live for like 11 hours today, weren't you?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Last week was 27 hours, and then on to here.
Oh my
Collie,
God,
New
you
World
did a
has
27-hour
taken over
stream.
your life.
Yeah, it was a charity one. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for my birthday. So yeah, it was
Nice.
good.
Huh.
You explicitly said, "Don't let me go on tin."
I remember like me and Dax were messaging because I messaged him going, "Oh, when are you going live?" Because I was going to raid and like I really wanted to end my stream because I was really tired. And Dax was like, "I've got a question for you," and then he went, never mind." So I don't know if that was, "Oh, will you come on or not?" But I think if he was going to ask me, I think he thought better of asking me, and then. Yeah, it was like, "Oh, just come on for 10 minutes," and then it was like 3 hours later. I was like, "Oh god."
Yeah, see, I was hoping to get you on so that people could actually go and support your charity. You know.
It certainly did. It was far too well. It was very generous and much appreciated.
Actually, Collie, do you mind giving a shout out for what you're doing in chat?
Yeah,
how many days
yeah.
do you have left?
Sure. I think I was going to end it on Friday. I think it's still got like 2 weeks left. It was the 15th. I was going to end it on.
Nice,
How
guys.
far are we on the goal for the CrossFit challenge with you, Shengi?
Oh, we hit that. Beardy hit that last week. Gabby chucked a
he
pillow
hit
off
in
me.
the
Remember?
wall?
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that was
Gabby chucked a pillow off my
that
head.
was a messy night.
Yeah.
Speaking of messy,
that's the-
I got to top up my drink. Oh, hold on. Let's do a shot first. Woo! Let's go.
This is like the early streams with me.
Man, this is like,
You-
yeah, I'm celebrating.
Count it
Fuck
down.
this.
It's technically still Saturday for you guys, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
11 p.m. now.
Hour.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, boys. We have a bit to go. Thank you, Collie. Collie, give a shout out for what you're doing.
Well, it's a UK-based dog rescue, specialising in sled dogs, such as the one that me and my girlfriend Gabby have called Kia. We also fostered a boy, and then he got adopted. But it's just to raise money, as a lot of charities and just people in general. COVID really hit them hard, so just wanted to raise some money for them for my birthday. We're sitting on, I think it's £1,860 or something like that at the moment.
Nice.
So yeah, incredibly generous from everyone, and yeah, so it's all going to go towards multiple things, like ranging from making sure all the dogs have got all their boosters and stuff to, getting them neutered and that when they get surrendered to the charity if needs be, all that kind of stuff, because that can cost like £300-400 on its own. So yeah, it's all going to go to the charity and support them in all the different ways. But my girlfriend Grabby Baggins in the chat, she works really closely with them in her spare time. She coordinates for them and stuff, so she does a great job. And yeah, we've had Kia now for 2.5 years, and she's a pain in the ass, but she's our pain in the ass at the end of the day. So
is Kia like she's a retired sled dog?
no, she was never a working dog. There are working dogs that get, but sled dogs like the breeds. So you got like
Okay, just like
huskies, yeah, huskies, Samoyeds and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, they've still, so the way that they look and the way that they behave and stuff like that, a lot of people, funny enough, we spoke about Game of Thrones earlier on. During Game of Thrones, oh my god, direwolves, they kind of look like direwolves, and the adoption or the breeding of them went up like really, really like quickly, and a lot of folk would take them on, and then they're not your general domesticated dog, so a lot of people then
Right, they're really
surrendered
high
them.
maintenance.
Yeah, like so stubborn and got high prey drives, same-sex aggression, all that kind of jazz that comes with it. So like Kia has to be an only dog. When we take her on a walk, she has to be on a lead. That's like part of the agreement when you take them on. And yeah, she hates like the majority of people as well, but that's just through.
Yeah,
she was mistreated. She was mistreated before we had her. Yeah, she's very much mine and Gabby's spirit animals.
Yeah.
As soon as she was like, oh, she can't get around people, I was like, we're antisocial. Suits us to the ground. At least we have an excuse for it now. Right. Can't come around. Our dog will eat you. So yeah.
Oh,
but no, that's what it's for. So yeah, and Gabby, yeah, what Gabby said is just came out this week. So like I say, Gabby works with the owner quite closely, a lot of the admin stuff, and somebody who's fundraised for them and donated a lot of money in the past says any fundraising up to £50,000 for the kennel project to have their own kennels, they're going to match it. So
fair play, Jesus,
fair juice, yeah.
Kia's very much the mascot of my channel and stuff, so a lot of people know her. So yeah, that's why I thought it was a good idea to do it for my birthday.
Nice,
it's good.
Arry, I was gonna say, if you ever do Movember, you'd have a decent enough stash, right? If you just had the stash on its own.
Oh, grow out and twirl it. Yeah,
dude, I would not shave this. I did it once in the past like 5 years, and it takes too long to grow back into what it is now. Like I do not have a thick beard. It takes a while for it to grow in. My mustache is thin as fuck too. It's just very blonde.
That's all I have. I just have a strong mustache and nothing else.
Just wait until those mutton chops grow in.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could get the mutton chops and then just get rid of the chin.
It's funny the amount of people that come into my stream and watch it and they're like, you know, they think of me as the mustache, and I'm like, man, I just haven't shaved. Like, I don't want this to be like, I don't want this to be like, you know, people think of RG Daxter. Oh, that's the guy with the mustache. You know, I just don't shave. Like, I'm just lazy.
Dax, that's a sign.
I don't want it to be a thing. You know,
it does look. It does look
good. It looks
oh, I mean, you did have a point redemption for mustache time as well.
Yeah,
so.
That's true. But that was a fake. That was a fake mustache that I used to put on.
See, if I recall correctly, everybody online loves the stash, and then when Dax is at home or he goes to work, people are like, "Why the fuck do you have a mustache?"
Yeah, but that's the only reason
Bag is
the
here. Point where they just don't ask anymore.
Bella, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, but Bag followed the stream because I had a mustache. She followed during, it was November or Movember when I only had the mustache and nothing else, which, guys, I'll be doing again. I'll be shaving everything except the mustache and rocking the mustache for a full week. And then, yeah, Bag followed and that was it. Grow a mustache on your ass to balance it out.
Hello, Han.
Han, how do you know? That's the first thing that we see from Han in chat. That's pretty normal. Han, how do you know I don't have a mustache on my ass?
And Guy followed because of bench.
I followed the stream because yeah, that's true. Oh god, this is gonna be strong.
Yeah, I hope the national broadband plan comes into play because I actually really miss your workout streams.
Yeah, I really enjoyed them. We'll do one before the end of the year when we're like maxing out as like a competition type thing. But other than that, I just got so frustrated trying to mess with the stream that it fucked up my training really badly.
Were you doing that on like mobile?
Yeah.
Through like data?
It was fine, but like if the stream dropped at all or somebody in chat was like, hey, it's kind of bugging out, I'd spend so much time trying to fix the stream that when I go back to lift, I'm like cooled down and I feel like shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll be doing that. We'll do it before the end of the year, maybe. Man, why are we doing piss or pee-pees in chat?
Hannah's here.
Oh yeah, that's
Hannah's
true.
here.
Hannah's a piss fetish, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair play to her. Oh man.
No king shaming.
Pee pee poo.
Oh, we're not shaming it. We're just putting it out into the open.
And piss fetishes are probably one of the more normal fetishes, I think.
Now they're probably quite tame. Back in the day, I imagine they were much worse.
And I remember, I think I mentioned this on Tins&Gins before, but I was on the old. I was having, you know, I was trying to get myself relief. Went online, searched up some websites, you know yourself as you do in your own time, and I saw a video of a dude getting kicked in the groin. But I was like, I clicked on it out of curiosity. I was like, what is this? Holy shit! That dude is never having children. I mean, this woman went full blown, like not like here's the foot. it's not like, you know, you're hitting here. She was hitting like here. She went like full up. And oh man, I was like, this dude's having a straight up bad time. Like, and he was like, oh. And then she tells him to stand up, and he just stands up. I was like, what is wrong with these people? Like,
yeah. The pain tolerance from that's a guy you'd never want to get into a fight with, because you would not.
That's the dude, like, you fucking you stick a knife in him, he's like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, give me that.
Deeper. Spit on it first.
Do you ever see the TikTok of the guy getting kicked repeatedly in the sack by like one of his friends? And like every time like he gets a kick, he's just like, yeah. Oh, and then just the grunts get deeper and deeper. And like he pure sounds like he's enjoying it. And then like they finish kicking him in the nuts, and then he turns around. Was that pretty good? Yeah. Huh? What do you mean? Was that pretty good? Are you
perfect?
Are you okay? You sure you don't need to see like a head doctor, like a brain doctor, fix your psychological issues?
Yeah, there's something definitely messed up between your balls and your head. That's not.
Yeah,
you know.
some connection of the nerves between that and like the emotional part of your brain is not.
Oh, Fro, I'm not gonna watch that. Holy dude, a dude getting kicked in the groin in MMA. Nah, nah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Not a chance.
Although one of my friends, it was Felder that was kicked in the nuts. His ball went up inside of him, and he had to try to get it back out.
Oh God! Oh Jesus!
I remember that clip. I remember that.
Yeah, life be like that sometimes, man. Sometimes life be like that. Life be like a big fucking kick in the groin. Oh man.
I just remember one of our friends when we were younger had to go get surgery because he kept getting sack tapped so many times. He actually got like whatever you call the tubes that go down to the nuts. They got twisted.
Fallopian. No, it's not fallopian tubes.
It's testicular.
That's on the
torsion.
female.
Yeah, so
that's a real like medical, and that could just happen apparently.
Scrotal implosion.
Total scrotal implosion. Where the fuck is Nantrol, man?
Just like spin around inside of there, and the tubes can end up like twisting up on their like. Yeah. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah, that happened, and he had to go get surgery. So I think he only had he has both nuts, but only one of them is connected now. I think.
Oh God, fucking hell! You know what I said about being kicked in the balls is the worst. You know when you get like hit in the arm, you're like, ow, and you can like comfort it. If you get kicked in the balls, there's nothing you can hold. Like the pain isn't in your balls; it's like up in your soul. Like you can't just hold your soul for a few minutes. You know, it's the worst. Like your balls aren't sore when you get kicked. Your balls feel fine, but it's like up in your stomach. It goes up into your gut. Yeah. Oh man, it's the worst.
Soul is stored in the balls. You got that in one, Calvin.
Calvi, is that time every? Is that because is that the reason why every time I masturbate, like I feel bad afterwards? Because part of my soul leaves my body.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So this is all coming back to Arry talking about the twist in the balls and the doom and stuff.
Yeah,
it's all
isolated.
It's all connected.
It's all connected.
2 is testicular torsion.
Yeah, it all goes back to doom. Everything, man. Everything you relate back to this fucking horseshit.
You can't put an ice pack on your soul.
Man,
you just gotta try harder.
Are you gonna stream today?
Just try harder.
Probably not. I have new floors going into my kitchen in a couple days, and there's some stuff I still need to do to kind of get prepped for that. So I'm probably not gonna. I might not even be live tomorrow or the day after.
Do you have a schedule at the moment, or is it just kind of like whenever?
Fuck no, dude.
Yeah.
I remember it was the other day. Arry was on. I was like watching away and stuff, and he was reading off. I was like, "Oh, see you later. Thanks for this." 45 minutes later, Arry's live again. Okay, cool. We'll just watch him for a little bit, and then you read it off again, and then you appeared for a third time. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Within like a short period of time, he's like, "I just can't sleep, guys." I'm like, "Okay, cool." More Arry for us, I guess.
Fair play.
I've had a history of insomnia, which is one of the reasons I get to catch all the wonderful EU folks and Australians and stuff. Which is there's some benefit to it.
When I start my day at 9 a.m. and it says Arry's gone live, I'm like, oh, it's one of those days.
Like it's 2 a.m. for me, buddy. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have a schedule at all. And that's one of the reasons that like when you were asking earlier, it's like, are you doing this full time? Like, yeah, but I mean, I don't feel like it's a job because I don't ever want it to feel like a job to do.
That's the way you want it to be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to have to feel like I'm obligated to do it. And I still like I stream a lot for what it is. It's usually like 90, 100 hours a month, which is a fair amount of time. So yeah, fuck having a schedule, because then it feels like I have to do it, and then I'll not do it because I feel like I'm obligated to. And you can't tell me what to do.
And you're, I'm gonna say insomnia, but your sleep schedule is just obviously fucked sometimes. But has it been like that prior to streaming, or is it kind of streaming has kind of fucked up?
I've struggled with like sleep schedule and insomnia stuff since I was in like my early teens. So it's something I've like adjusted to over the course of my lifetime, as bad as it is to have to adjust to that. But I would legitimately go for like 3 days, I think is the longest I've gone without sleep. 72 hours, 3 or 4 days. It's not healthy. It's not good.
Okay.
And there are still days where I'm up for like 32 hours sometimes. So I don't recommend it.
I'll try stay away.
And I could kind of relate to that, not on a regular level, but sometimes I just do it to myself because I've fucked my pattern up, and I'm like, I need to fix this by staying up extra late. Because if I go to sleep, I ain't waking up for anyone. An elephant could stampede through my room. I ain't giving a shit. I've been sleeping right through that fucker. So the only way is just to force myself to stay up, and then like once I reach a certain point, now I can fall asleep, and I can sleep like maybe 14, 15 hours, and I'll be refreshed then the next day.
Right. Yeah, I do that every once in a while to try and correct it, because I'll have like week-long, 2-week stints where I'm up all night and then sleeping most of the day, and then I'll get to the end of that 2-week period and be like, okay, I need to try and correct this a little bit, and so I'll stay up for a longer period, and then by the time 7 p.m., 6 p.m. or whatever rolls around for me, I'll go to bed and then be up in the morning, and then I'll have like a relatively normal sleep schedule for another couple weeks where I'll be up 6, 7 in the morning and like doing stuff during the daytime, and then I'll fuck it up again. So it's just one of those things, especially, and it's been harder to try and maintain that consistency with COVID stuff, because I'm like home most of the time, unless I'm out getting groceries or I have something else I need to do. Most of the time is spent here. So,
and if you don't mind me asking, Arry, were you like laid off at the start of COVID, or were you working when COVID began? Or
I was put on furlough initially, which was like, it was paid leave essentially, because the whole state shut down. Nobody had anything, like everything was shut down, because the place I worked was like a retail, it was a Guitar Center.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a retail store, essentially. So we all ended up getting furloughed, and the store was closed for months just because the state mandated it. And then part of that was that the store was also exposed to COVID. Like one of the employees was a confirmed case. And he got his test results back the day that the store got furloughed. So pretty much everybody had to go get tested, which was an experience. And that was like 2 or 3 months that I was on furlough. And then I went back to work for a month. And then the whole store got exposed again because the manager had COVID.
Nice.
So like they shut the store down again. And then they asked people if they wanted to come back. And I was kind of like, I would if certain criteria were met, and they did not meet those criteria, and so they laid me off.
Nice.
Which was fine, because I didn't really want to go back anyway, dude. The people that were coming in were not cooperative. Retail anywhere during the COVID stuff, and at that point in time, was just a fucking nightmare. It was so dumb to work with some of the people, and like, we had a limit of how many people could come in the store at one time. People were just assholes constantly. So I was back at work for a month. The whole store had to shut down for another 2 weeks to go through cleaning and make sure nobody was infected again. And I was like, look, I see my grandfather on a regular basis. I see my parents on a regular basis. Like, nobody had vaccines at the time. Like the vaccine was non-existent at that point. And so they basically said you can either come back and deal with it the way it is, or we can lay you off. And I was like, I'm not doing this. You can lay me off. Fuck it. Not worth it. And that was at the point where like the stream had been maintaining enough like floatable income to where I was like, yeah, I've got stuff I can do that's gonna keep me okay. So
Yeah.
I don't
Okay, that's good.
I'm all right.
Man.
And do you think that like a lot of that would have come up to not to like make it kind of like stereotypical, but just America, just like
it's
my freedom. I want to come in. I don't want to wear a mask.
Yep. Nope. That's
You got a store
basically
limit.
what it
I
is.
don't give a fuck about your store limit. I'm coming
Yeah.
in. I'm a customer.
That's
Yeah.
America.
It's just that kind of shit, basically.
You know what? Like
If you
COVID
could
kind of
turn into a
opened our
layman's
eyes,
term.
I suppose, to show that like if something actually happened, we're fucked. Because like during COVID, you just had to like wash your hands, wear a mask. That was it. You know, that was pretty much the thick and thin of it. That's easy to do. It's not a big thing. And yet loads of countries fucked it up because the people are like, no, we're not doing this. So if something actually really, really bad happened and we actually had to do something that was slightly difficult than putting on a mask, the human population is fucked.
Yeah.
We're dead. Like,
Yeah, it's it kind of like retail is already a place where you go to find out how shitty people are on just like an interpersonal, but then on top of that, when you stack it up on top of everybody's stress from the COVID thing, and then like the entitlement of the average customer, it just was, it was not good. And like there were people who would actually just like start having like tantrums, like childish 5-year-old not getting candy for dinner tantrums. Like it was fucking terrible, and it just was not worth it. So, and there's a lot of places too that like it's taken long enough that it's finally started to hit the rehiring process here. But there are burger joints, like local burger joints, that are offering like $3,000 signing bonuses.
I've seen that.
Man. Just
That's
to come like
crazy.
flip, and it's like $19 an hour to flip burgers and shit. And I'm like, that's great, but like, fuck that. Still, it's good because it's gonna drive the job market, and at least wages are starting to go up for people. But like it took an entire pandemic for people to realize like, hey, these jobs are kind of shit.
yeah.
And so somehow retail has been the backbone of every country, like keeping it going. They were the only ones that never shut
Yeah,
during
every
like, the whole
grocery
thing.
store, and then like after a bit of time, everybody wanted their clothing stores and Best Buys and stuff to open back up, and you can't find people for like $10 an hour to do that shit anymore. It's not worth their time. People aren't really willing to risk their lives for it, or just their general health. Because even if it doesn't kill you and you catch COVID and you get pretty serious side effects from it, like the long-term side of that is potentially going to be, it'll be a lot to deal with, honestly.
Yeah, my actually brother-in-law got COVID 4 or 5 months ago. He got COVID. He got over it. Actually, funny story, right? He got COVID. He was unvaccinated. My sister, who's married to my brother-in-law, obviously, was vaccinated. So all of their family got COVID. So that was her, my brother-in-law, and the 2 kids and the baby. So I suppose the 3 kids, you could say. But everyone got COVID. And my sister, Heather, she got over it within a few days, maybe like 5 days. She felt miserable. She got over it and she was okay. So my brother-in-law, who was unvaccinated, is currently still fucked from COVID. He hasn't tasted food in 4 months, and he can't walk up a flight of stairs at the moment. As in, if he tries to take a deep breath, he gets like a sharp pain. So he's actually going to see a doctor at the moment about an inhaler, but he's fucked from it. Like, imagine not tasting food for 4 months.
Fuck that, dude. fuck? Everything about that. Well, and like people's sense of smell is disappearing.
Yeah, his sense of smell is gone as well. But it's just it's funny like that you hear about it until I see it like in my family that he's fucked that for like he can't take a deep breath. He can't go up a flight of stairs without being in pain. You know, he's
and there's some research that says like the lack of oxygen, like how it changes how the lungs operate, that the lack of oxygen causes prolonged, like slight amounts of literal brain damage.
Yeah.
So like they actually get brain damage long term because you're not getting enough oxygen through their blood system up to their brain, which is fucked. Like
I'd love to know.
Even if it like, oh, it's like a 1% fatality rate, but like how many of those people who are surviving are actually like becoming mentally
I'd love to
physically having
I'm
those
really looking
problems.
forward like 20 years from now when we have all the data correlated together to say these were the people that actually got really badly affected by COVID. They had XYZ background, you know, because we don't know that. Like it seems to affect different people randomly, you know, as in differently.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know in the future when we have all the data together, we can actually say, oh, this person had an issue with their left toe, and that's the reason why they, you know, they had bad issues with COVID. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing years from now what the most people who had issues with COVID, what was their background, you know?
Yeah, it'll be really interesting, and like all the other effects that stack up long term too, like how much damage it does to the lungs, how much damage it does to the brain. Heart problems are a big thing with it too.
We'll never know.
Like
that's like
certain heart failures and stuff come later on. It's fucking crazy.
That's like I'm very interested with our generation, like four of us. I'm interested in like 20 years from now, like if out of nowhere, like loads of testicular cancer cases just start coming up because we've all held our phones in our pockets for years. Like these are relatively new. Like we don't know the long-term effects of having these in our pockets. You know, it's I'm sure it's harmless, but who knows? Like we could get a massive increase in testicular cancer in males, obviously in males. Sorry. Testicular cancer in females, but you know, in males who like carried their phone in their pocket in their early teens. Like who knows?
Well, that was the thing with laptops in like the early days, up until the early 2000s and stuff, was that the heat generated from laptops was actually causing like lower sperm count production because the heat was too high and it was actually killing sperm cell production in your balls.
Yeah, because your balls have to hang low to be cold. They don't want to be up like inside you. Like this is bad. Like
it's even like way back when they used to advertise cigarettes and stuff like that. Like
yeah, exactly. You know,
all that kind of stuff.
You know, when we look at like they used to give fucking cocaine basically to patients for like
it was in Coca-Cola.
Yeah, we look at that and we're like, that's fucking ridiculous.
It's still the coca leaves are still a heavy, like it's the key ingredient to Coca-Cola. It's what gives
or like you know, like a lobotomy. Like when we look at that, we're like, what were they thinking? I'm really interested 50 years from now, what are they going to look back at us and be like, what the fuck were they thinking?
Fucking savages.
You know, like what? You know, like, I don't know. It could be anything.
Yeah, dude. We don't drill into the back of people's skulls to let the demons out of people's blood anymore. Like, that's not a thing we do.
But 50 years from now, what
faces.
We think now is perfectly acceptable and understand, you know, we were like, that's a perfectly normal practice. 50 years from now, it's going to be like, wow, they were savages back in the day.
Well, like,
you know,
case in point, like anything running on fossil fuels for vehicles,
that's
right
true.
Now is gonna be that way. Like,
absolutely,
that already is something we can look at right now and be like, what the fuck have we been doing for like the past 100 years?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, wow, they fucked us this hard. I don't know if anyone watches.
Gonna look like it's Blade Runner.
I don't know if anyone watches Kirk's. Oh, I always fucking mess up that name. Kurzgesagt. On YouTube, the German channel that does they did a video recently on climate change and what you can do as an individual, and very good. Highly recommend it. I'll actually get a link and put it in chat. Tony, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Breezy. Welcome back, Breezy.
Go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Well done, Tony.
Well done, Tony.
I kind of need to do the same, so I'm
actually gonna go while I'm looking for this link. Work away. I'll put this in chat. This is a very, very interesting video on what you can do as an individual in terms of climate change. Can you fix climate change?
Oh, Budgie's got it.
Oh, thank you, Budge. If Budge has it in there, thank you, Budgie. But like, It's funny. Look, holy shit, Breezy. Fucking hell, 997. Oh, I see.
Nice.
I see. Nice. Breezy, thank you so much for the 997 bits. Breezy, if I had a bit for every run I did, I would have 997 bits. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, Celtic, if you watch the video, is basically like, we're fucked. Like, it's sad. Like, I think we've gone too far already that like we can't do anything. You know, it's gone too far that as an individual you can't really make that much of a difference.
Cherry on top.
Thank you, Calfee. Thank you very much for the 9, 9, and 7 bits. Yeah, lads, for anyone, yeah, I'm sure everyone knows in chat now, but I finished UN today. 2:16:34. It was a very scuffed run, in fairness. Like, we could have got like 2:12 maybe if like I didn't get the typical things that fucking go wrong went wrong, like dealing with the Marauder on Mars core, things like that. But yeah, there was a few things like I just forgot to pick up a collectible and I had to fast travel back and things like that. But 2:16:34 I'm extremely happy with. As most people know, my main goal was to get sub 230, and in my head I had let's go sub 220, and we got sub 220, and we got a 2:16:34, which is very good for my first run. I'm delighted. It's my first and last run, lads. Last run for the foreseeable future. Maybe in the future we'll go back to it, but for now, nah. I'm happy that we finished it. I'm free. I've been released.
I've been released from this mortal coil.
What the?
It is called Doom.
Are you on? Are you on the share? Wait, are you back at your PC?
Yeah.
You're completely frozen for me, so it looks like you're still in the chat.
And the cheers facing away. Oh my god!
For fuck's sake! Hold on, I gotta try to fix that. No, lads, he's still in the chat. He's still in the jacks.
Like,
Yeah.
He's
Just
still
let
in
him
the
know.
jacks. All right. Right, Perception's. Just imagine Perception sitting on his jacks while he's talking to us. All right. It's funny how the mic is like at the Titan logo, so we're literally talking to his chair. The torment has ended.
Definition of chair stream.
Alter the torment has ended is right. I have a massive weight off my back. Feels like part of my depression has just left me. I feel slightly happier.
it's gotta be a huge weight off the shoulders, man. I'm very happy for you. I'm very pleased.
Honestly, the thing that like really
time, dude, like a 2:16, seeing your early game pace and finally seeing how that translates to like a finished run is fucking awesome.
The thing that like depressed me and also really motivated me was the fact that Devo came back to speedrunning, and I was like, oh sweet, you know, because I consider me and Devo to be on the same level in terms of speedrunning. And I was like, man, Devo's back, cool. I'm not on my own, because I felt like Massive, Zamai, James, you know, they're on their own. You know, they're a completely different level.
League of their own.
But in terms of speedrunning 100% UN, it felt like my time, I was kind of on my own at the moment. You know, it didn't feel like many other people were streaming that were similar times to me. But then when Devo started doing it, I was like, sweet, you know, I have some competition. And he finished it within like 2 weeks. I was like, and that's why I set a limit on it, because I was like, fuck this, like Devo can do it, and I've done like 900 attempts. Fuck this, I'm shit at this game. I wanna escape it, and now we've done it. So Devo was both a massive depressing realization that I'm shit at Doom, but a motivation at the same time. You know.
That's how you got to do it. You just got to take that depression, turn it into motivation. It's easy.
Yeah. Flip flop. 2:16. Yeah, I was happy with 2:16.
That's a nuts time. That's actually insane. It's a really good time. Like I still don't ever leave Cultist Base below 37 minutes. So like you're out in 33. I'm like,
oh man, I pulled a run one day when it was like 32:30. And I remember everyone, like, it's funny when I look back at do you ever look back at your analytics on stream? And like once I got that run, it was just like viewers just went Because I was like, obviously people are like, holy shit, Dax is on a good run. And that was like, I left cultist base at minus 130. And like, that's huge considering cultist base is the 3rd level, you know? But then I just fucking bottled it. I just fucked it up.
Yeah, but you've been so consistent, especially these last 7, 8 runs.
The last few runs have been very consistent, and I honestly think it's because in my head I was like, if I don't get this by 1,000, I'm gonna be fucking miserable. You know, as in, I'm not gonna be miserable, but I'm gonna feel like a failure if I don't get this done. Like, honestly, when I was gonna get to 1,000, I would have moved on. I would have been like, okay, let's put this behind us. Let's go do something else. But in the back of my head, it would constantly be like, hey, whew,
you never did it.
You never did it, you know? That's like if somebody did a 99% run and they wanted to do a 100% speed run and they're like, 99% is fine, you know, let's move on. In the back of their head, they were like, whew, you know, hey, it's, you know, that's not legit. That's not a run.
Yeah.
Dax, you're almost like the waifu like YouTube video or the Rixer video in the making for like fastest first finish attempt for DE. Like it's almost like a like one of those
DMing Carl Jobs real quick.
Yeah, hold on.
it's one of those like miracle videos where just like he's after getting to like attempt number, was it 900, and he said if he doesn't finish it by 1,000, then he's going to finish it like all
like
the run
legit though
forever.
to set
And then
that
gets to
997
and
get it
finishes
at
it.
997 is kind of
Oh yeah, I'm so happy that I got it.
If you did it on
I'm so happy that I got that close to 1,000. Like, it would have been so cool if it was the 1,000th attempt, but you know,
it's the one that gets done.
Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been way cooler. But 997 is good. 997 is a good number.
Quick,
like right down to the
somebody
wire.
check the bot and see if he alt F4'd or cheated at any point.
It was actually when I calculate, it's probably attempt number 1097 because, you know, Arry, when you do like a bunch of runs, if you just quit live split, it resets your attempt counter. It doesn't, you know, track it.
Yeah.
So there is some streams where I just exited live split instead of clicking right click save splits. So I want to throw in it. There's probably around 100 attempts that weren't tracked.
Right.
So
and then there's
realistically,
attempts.
It's probably like 1197, but
when you were trying to just do UN,
yeah, that as well. But
like,
I didn't do 100%
in general
back
before speedrunning.
Yeah.
Because once you got to Icon of Sin, it's just like, wait, this is like the 3rd time I've ever seen Dax on Icon of Sin.
Yeah.
Because you done it on Nightmare, you done it on Ultra Nightmare, and then you done the speed run on Ultra Nightmare.
Yeah, I finished Ultra Nightmare, and the first thing I was like, I decided to do was 100% UN. That was the worst thing ever. That was the worst decision I've ever made.
It's just the next logical step, dude. It's where you go after that.
That's true. That's true.
Now, casual UN after doing like 100% speedrun stuff becomes it's so much easier to just like go through and do like most of the combat for casual UN stuff and take your time, and it's actually a lot more fun that way, because then at least you run the risk of dying and be like, I gotta go back to Novik or whatever. But like
a good day for our boy RG.
it's still fun to do it.
He has just
shit.
managed to successfully complete the Archville Glory Kill Challenge on an incredible pace into Necrabble 2.
Was that 991? Was that 991? Oh, there was a Arry. I don't know if you were there for it, but I did an attempt recently. I got to neck 2 and I died because of the fucking traps. You know when you get that secret encounter that's like the walls are like slanted and there's traps that like close down and open up?
Oh,
I jumped across and I got caught between the trap and the wall.
Oh, yeah.
It was no fun. It was no fun at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, at the end of neck 1, like the way you're supposed to go has the crusher and the fire traps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like now there's that dash boost that everybody does to skip it. I think I've lost 2.
Thank you,
before I started
that's
speedrunning, I think I lost 2 runs to those traps because they just do a fuck ton of damage. You go from full health to dead after like 2 hits. It's insane.
That's the trap that Collie put in. That Collie put in chat. That's my run like 3 or 4 days ago that died. That was the one I was like, we're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna do it, and then I got caught in a trap.
stuck in between the break wall and the fucking spike wall.
And the worst thing is
that's-
when I dashed across, he actually did the punch animation to break the wall, but the wall didn't break, and I just stuck there. So yeah, exciting times. But yeah, guys, we don't need to worry about memes anymore. It's all good. The only memes you need to worry about is the meme of this Twitch channel as a whole.
Chat commands.
Ah, Jester. Jester's after tagging me. Thank you.
You want any good quotes?
Nice one, Percy. I like that one.
Wait, what? I didn't know say it was a fast day till he hold me. I had a sausage and egg muffin for breakfast. Wait, what? Did I say that?
I can't even remember that. What day was it fast
Man,
day?
there's some quotes I do, and it's just like I completely forget I fucking ever said that shit.
Were you doing Ramadan?
Yeah, I'm Islamic.
Fast isn't funny. I get it. All right. Now, okay. The cogs in my brain have connected and are
Slowly
spinning now. All right.
turned. Slowly turned.
Holy shit. Some days feel fucking extra dumb.
What are those that you do the ha 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 laugh to, Dax? Yeah. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, Arry, that reminds me. You know, I always do that laugh, and you did it. You specifically did it in that Irina video. You know, it's like, oh, how did you cook your steak? And she was like, what was the drop rate? And you can just hear you like, you're just like, aha.
That's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, I do that as well. It's like, aha. Pain.
It's 69%. The sex number.
Yeah. That's actually one that's one clip that I was going to add into your clips at the start, was the whole Star Wars trilogy thing, and I was like, that's not really Arry, that's kind of more of Irina content, even though Arry did a lot of it. Man, that's so good.
That was a fun stream. It's good shit.
Man, Irina's edits lately have been so good. The fucking bap one, oh, so good. So good.
Top notch. So funny.
She had a lot of fun on 2016.
And you know the clips that I'm actually sharing on Twitter of like me like screaming and then explosions, that's Irina editing them, and she just sends them to me. So like all of the clout that I'm gaining needs to go back to her. But I won't tag her.
Yeah, she's
Sorry. I remember you say to me, this tweet's really popping off, is it? And I'm like, yep, well done, Irina.
No, I tag her. Don't worry. Thank you, Rich.
Yeah,
thanks for the shout out for Irina. Man, wait till Irina gets. I think if Irina like properly focuses,
Hyperwood face.
she'll get like sub 220 or 230. Sorry. I think Irina has the capabilities of doing that.
Yeah, her early game times are very consistent too.
She needs to learn to not panic.
Well, and like maybe play mid and late game.
Yeah,
Like
that too.
Oh, Dax got by without practicing.
In
that,
fairness,
so.
I've practiced Urdak 3 times and Final Sin twice. And I've literally, like today when I did it was just based off of watching Absolute James Zamide and just.
Oh, you guys are crazy. You're out of your fucking mind.
I just did it like whatever. See what happens. I gotta fix this shit again. God damn it.
Yeah, when you were down to like,
here
was it
Perception's
5
gone.
health? You were down to 5 health on Urdak, and oh, my ass couldn't get any tighter, and you just respawned back, and you got the full stack back. Oh Jesus! Right at the end, it's like, no, don't fuck it now, don't fuck it now.
No, don't fuck it. All right, Perception's gone, lads.
That's like
Sorry.
the
Can't do anything.
craziest thing with Eternal is that you can get that close to being dead and then just immediately recover it all back if you know what you're doing. Which is
You'd be sub
cool.
210 if you practice. Yeah, Rich, I would be sub 210 if, like, honestly, if I didn't get that mess up on Neck 2 where there's, I was so annoyed, Arry. I don't know if you didn't see it, but you know Neck 2, the first secret encounter that you come across. That's, you know, it's the one you blood punch everything.
Oh, the pain elementals.
Yeah. I shot the BFG. And Dara was in chat, was like, hey, your timer's, the timer didn't stop. And I was confused because I thought he was talking about live split. But it turned out the secret encounter timer was still running. So I failed that. So I ended up teleporting back. There was one lost soul, literally lost. off in the
fuck?
corner. He was the one that lived. And that's like, I shot the BFG, but obviously he was slightly out of range for the BFG. So that one of the tendrils didn't go and hook onto him. So when I teleported back, he was just sitting there spinning in circles going, ah! Oh man. Literally a lost soul, yeah. So I lost 45 seconds of that. I did daddy skip. Very nice. It was perfect. And then I decided to go back because I forgot the token. And then I realized when I went back, I didn't have anything to do daddy skip off of. So I had to go through the fucking the clip, the fucking push the button. Oh god.
That's funny.
So I lost. Like I think if I pushed myself and everything was like okay, like those things that happened, I consider them big fuck ups. If I didn't have any big fuck ups, I think I'd get like 212 maybe, something like that. So
yeah,
but like
right.
I'm happy enough. I'm kind of done. I'm happy enough with what I got.
That's when you get that time where you're like, okay, that was the goal that I wanted, and this category can fuck off. Like that's
suck a dick. Happy enough.
If I would personally, if you go back to speedrunning Eternal and you want to do something that's not 100%, Ace is a lot of fun.
I was going to say Ace seems fun because the only reason I don't like NMG, now watching Mute play NMG is he's fucking unbelievable at this game. He's so good.
Insane.
But the only reason I don't like NMG is the whole thing of escape, load checkpoint. There's something about that I just don't like. It like takes you out of the game. Saying that, it's pretty cool that you can like pause the game, you know, or wait, yeah, when you hit escape load checkpoint, it pauses until you hit enter, right? Or
yeah, it'll only do in-game time, so it doesn't count like
time
to load
so like
or anything.
You can kind of take breaks, I suppose. You know, there's more breaks, but I just don't like the whole thing of loading checkpoint and.
Your connecting time to call to space would increase your time somewhat.
Yeah.
Connecting.
Yeah.
30 seconds later. Okay, now
ever since I started playing offline on Steam, it's the best thing ever. Like when you hit enter and it just loads into the game straight away. Oh man, so nice.
Yeah, Ace is fun though, because you're still doing all of the combat the same way you would with like 100% UN for the most part, and then like you can take a lot of the same weapon mastery if you're gonna bother doing any of the masteries and like suit token and crystal routing and stuff. So a lot of that like translates.
And do you end up with all the crystals at the end, or only like the ones not in the ship?
I've been taking all of them because not taking all of them is fucking terrifying.
Okay, yeah.
You could maybe get away with like not having like one of the armor or the health crystals and stuff, but you just from like BFG routing, you'd probably still want all the ammo crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So like I take most of the suit tokens and the crystals, but I don't like. You don't have to go fucking around the fortress for 2.5 minutes after Taurus Nabad is so nice.
Fun.
It's so good.
But I've got so good at
like you can just like fire the BFG at the end of Necroval 2 and watch the tyrant plummet back down into his spawn
or
point
and ice bomb him.
Yeah, or like microwave beam the cunt back into non-existence. It's fucking it's so good. Like there's so many little things about it that are a cathartic coming from 100% over to Ace. You're just like, hey, this thing that is a shit thing to do. I don't have to do it. Like not having to do painkiller on Taurus Nabad and just like killing the pain elementals however you want really
just
fast.
BFGing fucking everything.
Yeah, dude, like fuck. Specific angle GK challenges that like whoever decided to do that in Taurus Nabad and then at the end of Nec 2 can fucking eat my ass. That's so dumb.
And Ace is all like so you basically need to do secret encounters and Slayer gates, right?
Yeah, so it's all the weapon point encounters that you would do for 100%. So it follows restricted, and all it does is basically just strip away the codexes, toys, and then like mission challenges and suit upgrades and stuff. So you don't like need all of them. But all of the combat stuff you would do in 100% UN, you do the exact same in Ace.
Okay. He doesn't have my interest, lads. Calm down. I'm not doing it. I know what I'm gonna do as my next game. I bought Control a long time ago because I wanted to. I know it has what's that fancy reflection shit that you do on
RTX?
RTX, dude.
RTX. Guys, have you ever heard of RTX? There's this game called Control that has RTX on it, and I bought it because I wanted to test it out. So I might play that on stream. Have a break.
A lot of
Oh,
people have said
Rich,
it's
I'm
actually a
gonna
really
like
good game,
take a
so.
few days break. Honestly though, like Rich, I enjoy streaming. Don't get me wrong. I love streaming. I just hated running Doom. You know, I still love streaming. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it.
Well, yeah, at least you have a tanky PC now, so you should be able to run that with ease. That was tanking like most normal like modern PCs before like the
I couldn't run it.
3000 series.
I thought you were going to
Yeah,
say it was tanking your
control on,
PC.
like-
I was like,
everything tanks my PC. What are you
I,
talking about?
I
Even
couldn't.
my new one, everything tanks.
2009 i7. Let's go.
Hell yeah, dude.
At least with now, Dax, we might actually be able to finish the last chapter on Resident Evil 5.
Wait, did you figure out a way to get stable 60?
A new computer.
Yeah, but like no, stable 60 in
solution.
RE2 remake.
I think it were Steve was chatting to me in my stream, and he was saying that when I was having the problem with my BIOS, I think that I had my old hard drive in. I put two of my old hard drives in, and one of them had my old OS. So I think the new OS and the old OS were crashing, so I didn't know which one to pick. So it won't let me go forward. I took both of them out. It actually let me boot straight forward, and I had to go into a fast setup boost. So it actually disabled the DC OS, and it put my 2400 speed RAM down to 2133. So I went into the BIOS and I changed all those settings back, so it's back to the way it should have been, and everything seems to be running grand. I'm running DMC5 at a stable 60. Nice. I was doing some bloody palace, which I've never been able to do before, so it's looking good.
Nice.
Nice, good. Actually, Arry, I meant to ask you, do you play any games casually? Obviously, you play a bit of Apex with myself and Irina back in the day, but do you play anything else kind of just like in your own spare time?
I occasionally crack into like Oblivion and Skyrim.
Nice.
Still play those every once in a while just because they're pretty fun. And then there's that Wrath game that I've been speedrunning.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
I'd still call that like casual because it's like really fast and it's not. I don't like sweat over it that hard. That game's movement is a lot of fun. And then
Quake Champions.
Very, very every once in a while now I'll play Quake Champions. That was a fun stint that I had with that game, but I can't do it anymore.
The skill cap, the skill ceiling for Quake Champions is fucking stupid.
It's nuts, and it's really cool to watch people who are like really high skill level play it.
But that's why when I was watching the World Championships, I think I actually messaged you on Discord because I saw you in chat, and I was like, "This is fucking ridiculous."
Yeah.
Like watching this is crazy.
It's really cool, and it's a great game if you're gonna get into it for that like competitive duel stuff. But if you go into it for like casual deathmatch stuff, it's just a fucking chore, dude. I spend like 6-7 minutes in queue waiting for a game to pop that has like 5-6 people in it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's pretty much a dead game.
Yeah, it has like I bet you right now there's like 400 people concurrently playing it.
Bruh. Yeah, I'm tempted to. I've been watching Spuddy play a lot of Hunt lately. That looks fun. That looks really good.
He also has the ability to make like anything look fun.
Yeah, that's true.
I could watch Spud Hunter watch paint dry and probably still have
Spuddy's brilliant. I got a great clip of Spuddy's stream recently where he was like escaping on one of them. He's like, "Oh god, it's okay, guys. We just got to escape." And he's like running down. He's like, "Oh, everything's okay." And he zoomed down on his face. And he's like, "Everything's okay. We just got to extract." And literally, like a millisecond later, all goes, and his bullet just fucking like hits him in the back, and he's like, he just fucking roars. Oh, here, I gotta post it in chat. It's fucking brilliant.
Like the noises that he makes when he gets hit by shit.
Where is it?
Here it is. Well, Daxter searching that. Retox, I want to ask you a question. Is it possible to play Skyrim without ever going into a stealth archer build?
Oh, you gotta really try not to.
It's really hard not to go into a stealth archer build playing Skyrim.
Right, extract exactly.
Really fucking hard.
Right ahead. All right, we've got this in the bag. Come on, we got this in the bag. We got. No, go.
he just screams like a girl.
Sure, he's like, we got this in the bag. We got this in the bag. This fucking roars. This is perfect.
Extract exactly.
I love that guy.
Right
He's
ahead.
so funny.
Alright, we've got this in the bag. Come on, we got this in the bag. We got.
No, it's just perfect timing. It's like we got this in the bag, and then bang, and it just fucking roars.
I love how he's juking it IRL.
Yeah, he's fucking like
he just like snakes along.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
I'm really interested to see what he ends up. He built that whole like green screen box thing in the stream room that he has.
Did he build
I'm really interested to see what he ends up doing with that, because a lot of his like older content, he
Mm.
had like 2 green screens that he had set up, and he did a lot of really neat stuff with it. So I'm
that'd be
excited to see
really
what he does with it
interesting
now.
to build one.
Yeah, it looks fucking cool.
Oh, the
Like, he
content
has-
box? Yeah, that looks fucking really
Yeah,
cool.
his into the entire room that he has a stream PC set up is now just like a big green screen. It's fucking interesting.
He's
It
like-
should be
Yeah,
cool.
it's very cool.
Because I have the fabric. I have a 3x3 meter spread of green screen fabric, but the 2 tripods that it's on with the bar across, it's way too fucking big for my room. So if I put it the way my PC is everything's against the wall. So if I put it up against it, you'd still like see the curtain and shit here.
Yeah.
And the bed is too close here, so it's actually too small for me to put it across. So if I was able to configure something, maybe I could get something going up behind. Because since I already have it, like I don't want to buy an Elgato fucking pull down or pull up system, because I already have
Just paint the whole room
here.
green. It's easy.
I thought of doing that before, but then I was like, no, I couldn't look at that.
I always
couldn't
remember,
look at that forever.
I always remember Dax wearing his t-shirt on. Was it inside out, back to front one day? To get the
Yeah,
green screen,
yeah. So I was
you
like
could see your
fully
health.
green. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I used to like sit down on the health bar and just wear a green t-shirt inside out, so you could see through me and still see my health.
I've considered doing green screen stuff before, but like,
If you have a cool background, you're good.
yeah, it's just like it looks.
Oh, Arry,
if
did you
it
see
is-
these?
Yeah,
it could
I saw those when you first got the displays and put them up. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's fucking sick.
Yeah, they're
really
super
cool.
smart.
I think Rach has the same ones actually. She bought the same trio. She
I
got
think
this,
so.
I think, a bit bigger, the middle one. But
Those
yeah,
are
it's
the
cool.
those are the metal ones, right? Like the
Yeah,
the
disc
magnetic
plates. Yeah,
ones?
yeah, they're metal.
Mm.
I have more as well. I got like a Witcher one and that. I just haven't put them up yet.
I'm like out of room for stuff in here. Like I actually don't have wall space left for things. It's like at the point where there are things I would like to pick up because I think they would look neat, and then I browse around and like, where the fuck
Yeah.
could I even put this shit?
Yeah, Rich, I love having like I have this bite. Like that's what I have, just a green screen that I pull up. But man, the amount of light that you need to keep it green, oh, it's painful. It's like oh,
get
it's
one of
just,
these.
yeah, there's no chance I could like chill out like I am now. I'm pretty chill. There's only one light in the front, but there's I have the light in the front, and then I have 2 lights at the side as well to keep it lit.
Yeah, dude, camera lighting is one of the reasons that I've just like not done much for cameras for streams for the past couple of weeks. Is like, dude, I'm tired of fucking. I'm like my eyes kind of hurt.
Ari, your dual cam setup is perfect. It's when you're telling a story and then you just glance to
Yeah,
the
you
other
just turn
camera
to
like
the
that. You just like obviously swap to the other one. You're like this. You're just like making the point like that.
So
and then you
as
just go back
so
to
as
the
I
main one.
was, so as I was saying,
Yeah.
What do you smell?
I've considered picking up a center one too, so like above the keyboard cam and stuff, so I can have like a front facing one. But I feel like 4 cameras is probably pushing the
fuck?
limits.
Where am I?
for-
Nah, it'd be fine.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Collie told me I have to do it.
Yeah, I think it'd be
So
cool.
I have
That's
to
all.
do
That's
it.
all I'm saying. I was popping off when Lap Desk came out earlier. I was like, those were the days.
oh,
It's too
back in the
soon.
day.
Oh man.
It's too soon.
Ari, why did
How
you
makes
that
change?
like to play?
makes partner and abandons Lap Desk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was very comfortable to play on. Like it's a bit of a weird adjustment because like it still is subjective to your legs moving around and stuff. But I don't know, dude. I beat Ultra Nightmare on it numerous times, so it can't be that bad.
Why did you change
But
back
yeah,
to
it
the
was
desk?
comfy. So I had hardwood floors put in my room. Well, like most of the house, we actually had a hardwood put in a couple areas where we didn't have it quite yet, like a couple other rooms. But I just kind of got sick of like having to take the thing off and like set it somewhere else if I wanted to eat and not get it dirty. And I would set this black table up to do like soldering work, or if I just wanted to like work on a keyboard or something. So it was just a pain in the ass to like work around to having it as the main form of the setup. And eventually I kind of was like, okay, I can just retire this thing now. But it was good for 4 years, that style of setup. I had that from like 2016 up until midway through 2020, I think.
It was awesome. It was just like if I would ever speak to somebody about, oh, well, who you watching or whatever, I was like, oh, I'm watching Arry, and they would be like, oh, okay, link me up, and then I'd say, and they'd be like, immediately, you know, is he playing on a lap? Like
what the hell is that thing?
Yeah, he's like, has he got a thing on his desk, on his lap? And I was like, yeah, and they were like, that's cool. It was just like a cool like focal point, I guess, or like a talking point.
Yeah, it's neat.
But
at the same time, I don't, because now I can just like set my, I can set a beer down.
Exactly, a quality of life thing for sure. Going to the normal desk,
just made it a little bit easier. And on the plus side too, like I have a keyboard collection, so it let me use more of the keyboards too, because now I have the one that I use for the gaming, the one I use for typing, and then the macro pad for controlling the stream, or like using half of it is actually dedicated to just like spamming emotes in people's chats.
Nice.
I'll hit a button and it'll do like a wall of whiskeys and spuds for one button, and it'll do like the jam emote that I have, that's the Doomslayer helmet doing the head bob like the gamer stuff. So I have like 12 keys that are just dedicated to like emote spam, which is fun.
Nice. Priorities.
Genius.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of miss it, but it also helps fill up the space on my keyboard shelf.
I am making a keyboard as you speak. Nice, Arry. Nice.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun to build your own keyboard. It feels a little bit more personalized when you put them together yourself.
What's your choice of key or switches?
I've been going with box reds for most stuff, because they're like the cherry reds, but they're a little bit smoother. And they don't have as much keycap wobble. Like the actual plastic caps themselves will kind of like wobble around a little bit. These are a lot more stable. The one that I use in the actual gaming board in the little 40%, these are box blacks. I don't know if you guys can hear this too. Were you able to hear how hard that thing slammed?
Yes, chunky boy.
Yeah, this is.
That's your space bar?
That's the whole keyboard.
Oh, that's the whole keyboard. What the fuck? That sounds like my space bar.
This is 2 pounds of aluminum.
Jeez.
This little thing is 2 pounds of aluminum.
What?
It's cool.
So
I wanted to get more use out of the stuff that I had sitting on a shelf, so I ended up just retiring the lap desk so I could justify using them.
Jim, did you just do a 6-hour stream using your laptop mic instead of your actual microphone in front of your face? Good job, Jim. Good job, Jim. Mute, welcome in. Mute, I've been loving your streams lately. Mute has beautiful hair. I love it. How long it is? It's luscious.
I was not expecting it.
Thank you.
Did you lose it recently?
No, I don't know what kind of hairstyle it is, but it's fucking cool. Just long as fuck.
It's got like the sides shaved up, but then the top and the back of it is still.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't say it's a mullet. I won't say it's a mullet. Maybe. For fuck's sake, man.
Without offending you, Mute. Do you have that new age fuckboy look? Where they like shave the sides, but the top is like.
Mute, without insulting you, are you a fucking cunt? That's basically what he did, like. What the fuck?
New age fuckboy look.
Mute, we gave you a shout out earlier in your stream.
If the sides are mega sharp, then yes.
Earlier in this stream, we were just saying how enjoyable it has been to watch your NMG runs. Really fucking impressive.
I just remember like when I was going around, like every lad had the exact same haircut with like short sides, everything else long.
The man bun.
At least from around like where I am, I'm just like. Okay.
The
Yeah,
man,
try
the
it here
man
like
bun
that.
in my area was super popular for like a couple
I could do
years.
the opposite.
Think of my
I
hair,
could
lads. What?
I could have long sides and back and short hair on the top. Have that like old dude looking look.
I got
You
hair.
just do the beard. You could do the beard comb over where you take the entire beard and wrap it over the
Oh
top.
man, that's cool. Yeah, mute. I don't know if you heard it, but I got a run done. Exciting times. So probably finished now with Doom speedrunning for now. Happy enough. It was a scuffed run, but it was really good. 216 is extremely good for what happened. I was happy. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. Seriously, means a lot. I just wait. How the fuck do you submit it? Can you submit a VOD to or do you need to like clip it and send it in or?
I think if you have the VOD, I think you can send it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make
just,
sure,
like,
make sure you highlight it. Yeah.
Great.
Keep it permanent.
The second thing that Dax is fast at. Rach, are you talking about premature ejaculation? Because yeah, I'm the quickest at that. if that's what you're
20-second world record holder.
One
Hey,
flick.
I guess Dax, you and I are in competition, I suppose.
Oh yeah. Budgie, what do you mean? Hey, did you hear Dax? Budgie, I'm gonna milk this shit for at least a week, okay? Just give me a break, all right? I gotta make.
Where's the
most
rest
of
of my gift subs?
Yeah. Budgie, I didn't see you gifting any subs, you miserable cunt. No.
Thank you, Collie.
Oh, it
Happy
is.
birthday,
I was gonna say
Perception.
you're too early. I got this lined up here, lads. Hold on, I gotta add it to
Happy
the.
birthday, Rach.
Holy shit.
All right, Perception and Rach. Guys, happy birthday.
Happy birthdays.
Happy birthday. Rach is hitting the big 3-0
Cheers,
to
guys.
right now, lads, in the last few minutes. So, cheers. Oh, I'm doing shots for this. Hold on. Look at
I'm
this,
out of
man.
alcohol. Fuck.
No.
Percy, all right. Oh, nice.
Man, this
This is one for Rach. Cheers, Rach.
$130 bottle of whiskey better be fucking worth it.
Holy shit.
And this one's for Perception. Oh, that was hot.
That was hot. That was hot.
That's good.
Man, I drank a full bottle of this. Fucking hell.
Ooh.
Looks like it smells
Everybody,
good.
cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
This is for me and you, Rach.
Rach.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
fucking birthday. Fair play to you. Well done, Rach. Well done to getting to 30. Fair play. Best girl. She's rather red in the face.
Hey, Neil.
Fair play, Shadow. Shadow, fair play. Rach, thank you. Rach, happy birthday.
Rach,
Hopefully,
well done, Rach.
Rach. See,
Open
Rach,
face.
you want to Rach, are you streaming today? You want to stream today to milk the fuck out of this, alright? I'm not
Me and
gifting any
Rach.
subs, so maybe some other plebs will, you know?
Me, Rach, Shadow, and Grabby are going to see James Bond out for a Wagamamas for our birthday.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
What
nice.
a birthday present! Getting to see me, of all people. Legend.
That's an absolute gift in itself.
That's a big boy.
What's the whiskey like?
How is it, Percy?
Oh, it's really fucking nice. It's Willet Pot Still Reserve, 47%, 70 cl, and the nicest fucking bottle you've ever
Man, it's
seen.
literally a bong, like fucking hell.
Yeah. That bottle was
Nantrol
one of
could.
Nantrol,
just
yes,
line the
indeed.
Fuck out of one of these.
Can we
The
get
bong himself.
wait? Can we get a refund?
Oh.
Wait, what? Shadow. Wait, you're looking for a refund to this channel? Fat chance. What are you looking for?
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, cheers, dogs.
Oh, Rach, enjoy
Yeah,
that birthday.
cheers, guys. Happy birthday.
I surely will. Thanks all the birthday wishes, everybody.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Probably going to be finishing up here soon, lads. We're 3 hours and 30 minutes in. Usually, I like to keep. It's ridiculous. We like to keep Tins and Gins below 3 hours, but whenever we have a guest on, it's always like fucking a guest.
It was way
We just keep
longer than
going.
intended.
But yeah,
Oh, sorry,
Percy,
I
fair
didn't
play.
realise we've become a New Zealand stream. So for the next wall, we're going to be talking like New Zealanders.
New Zealand.
And,
My name's Devo,
yeah.
and
we're going to be coming in and thanking our guest, Arrythmia. Thank you for joining us, mate. It's been quite good in collective unit. Coming in, I mean Scottish Biddy. it's been quite a pleasure having you all.
Scottish
Daxter
beardy.
for completing his UN run
Oni's
on
here. What the fuck?
Doom Eternal. So thank you very much, everyone.
Oni, is this accurate?
It's been great.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, mate.
You know.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh,
That's when you change straight from
You
Kiwi to
fucking
Aussie.
cunt.
You're like,
Oh,
oh yeah, man, can't you?
Oh, yeah, mate.
He's trying to speak Kiwi. Correction. I am speaking Kiwi.
Oni is a Kiwi, so.
Well, he speaks his own dialect wrong.
Do you hear that, Kiwi? Take notes, man. Take notes. Oh man. Okay. What time are we?
It's Big Les now.
Yeah, it's
Big
like 4,
Les.
4 p.m. here,
Yeah.
so it's like midnight for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthdays
This is
are
probably
in.
a damn good time to start finishing up. So,
Yeah, thank you for having me on. It's good
Arry,
shit. It's good fun.
absolutely, thank you for
It's an
joining
excuse
us.
to have some alcohol that we have not drank.
Yeah,
in a
man,
long
it's
time.
been a
So,
while since you've been
Thank you.
drinking, right?
Yeah. Cheers to you, Arry.
Yeah, Arry, thank you so much for joining us. Seriously,
Thank you for having me. It's fun.
it's been an absolute pleasure. And yeah, we know you a bit better now. That's cool.
Yeah, you
It's
are a
unfortunate.
man
I feel bad for you.
Yeah, it's been
Fucking
shit. It's been
manny.
shit, to be honest. Like, it's just more
Manny
information
for you,
that I got to stuff in here. You know, I'm like, oh god.
You can lose all the
unfollowed
100%. You can lose the 100% stuff from your head. So
Yeah, I
that'll
can
free up
get.
some
I can.
space.
I can just. Like, man, if I could dump like all the routing and everything that I've done, just and put something else in there, that would be cool. That would be cool. You know, like happiness and
Next
stuff.
up is Dax getting a PS4 and learning the speedrun to Bloodborne. Or Jack and Daxter, since you never played the fucking original.
Yeah, Jack and Daxter. Yeah, I never played the original. I played Jack 2 and Jack 3. But...
Yeah, like your channel name is based around that, and I've
Yeah.
never even seen you stream.
Yeah, I've been known as Daxter since I was like 10. So
I will give you my old PS3 and my sign-in information. I have it downloaded. Play the fucking game.
Arry, favorite song from 2016?
Vega Core, probably.
Vega Core. All right, we're finishing up with Vega Core, lads. Where the fuck is it? Vega Core. Let's go.
Shit
Okay.
slaps. It's full of the bass.
The bass. Dropping the bass. Okay.
Slapping the boss.
Right, let's see who's live and see where I'm gonna pass you beautiful people onto. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's pass you. I'm gonna pass you guys over to Lucy because he actually gave me a very nice message on Twitter in relation to
Nice.
Oh, Lucy's on.
being able to finally finish 100% UN. So fair play to the lads. We're gonna go over and say thank you to him.
Oh, big peaches in the chat for Lucy.
Yeah,
if you
massive
have them.
peaches, lads. Literally put my ass in his chat. Man, the 2016 OST, like Doom Eternal is good, but 2016, oh my god. The songs,
It's chunky.
it's fucking
It's
heavy.
It's good
Actually,
shit.
I seen someone post, was it like 2 weeks ago on YouTube? They brought back one of Mick's one of the things he composed.
Oh,
back
on
to
the
title screen.
on the title screen, yeah, they brought back the Final Sin one, right?
Yeah, like the
Was
original.
that the one?
like,
I
launch
can't
music.
decipher which
Yeah.
one is which.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this raid going. Jester, thank you so much for the kind comment. Jester, you're lucky, right? You're lucky I didn't have a good run. I'll be right up your ass, all right? You better keep going. Got to push that
Going
down
for
to
your
at
times.
least 212. If you don't improve,
he's
I'm
gonna
going to
get you.
improve, and I'm going to get you. All right? I'm going to fucking put you on a stake. And yeah, you know,
And Soapy Bubbles, thank you very much for
Soapy,
Yeah, I'm
thank
getting
you.
one of those
being
shirts.
here, the t-shirts, and go to EXP Increase and buy a t-shirt with discount code
Oh my god,
RGDAX
this is
for
heavy.
25% off.
25% off, lads. Unbelievable stuff.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
But guys,
Thank you guys for
yeah,
having me.
where I'm
Bye.
passing you off to, Lucy Lover. He's another Irish speedrunner. He speedruns Resident Evil 2 Remake. If you don't know him, please go in there and give him a follow. The man's an absolute legend. He's a lovely gent. And yeah, thank you.
Make sure you bless the man with
episode
RNG.
47, rating with 47 people. Lads, today is a good day for the family.
Nice.
But yeah, guys,
thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for not
Arry,
having a,
thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm too far away from all of you to reasonably kill you, so that'll work out.
Nice. Guys, I'll be in Discord for the next hour if anyone wants to drop in and say hello.